Mm-hmm. Is this backwards? I had it the right way. Oh, I felt a little odd like that. Is it my ears? Could it be my ears?
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Fuck it, we'll
We'll do it live.
Tonight on Stumbling Down History Road, we're covering
see that.
something. What are we covering?
The Mafia movies.
Yeah, they mentioned something about mob media.
I don't know. I just got told what we were doing earlier today, so.
Oh, act like it's all on me, you know.
I mean, a little.
Anyway. Sorry, I improvised as to guest and topic, I guess.
As you should be.
You're a towel. You are, in fact, a towel. Towely.
You're a towel.
You're a towel. Well, you're a towel.
Yeah, so
Let me get a little bit high.
we're talking about mob stuff, apparently.
That's kind of what what we agreed upon, it seems.
Yeah, D mentioned mob media.
Well, you always prattle on about it.
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of it.
Well, then, I guess that's why you're here.
I don't know. Go on, mob boy. Dance for me.
All right, that was a good one, actually. That was a good one. What is it? What can be said about mob films that has not already been said when you get down to it? Everybody already knows Godfather and Goodfellas are classics.
Must you?
Who, me or him?
Boy, you fat. See, how do you like it? What you gonna do?
You know what you did.
I just did it to you.
No, it's not what I'm talking about. It's not what I'm talking about. You know what you did.
What did I do this time?
I don't know.
Exactly. Thank you, Jackson.
So anyway, with the mob movies,
I'm just here.
wasn't like the first one Scarface or some shit by Howard Hughes? Or is that?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. There were a whole ton of gangster flicks, I guess you could say, in the 30s and 40s. But one of the first ones, I guess, is Scarface. And that was that actually did directly influence the 1983 Scarface with Al Pacino. Yeah. But very good. Very
I
good.
prefer the name Dunkachino.
Al Pacino.
It's more like Dunkachino.
Give me a second. I'm doing something for you. No, wait. If memory serves, was that the movie that caused them to do the film?
It was one of them. There
Or
were
was
other
it
ones.
was it his other one? Because he had because it was like Howard Hughes made a few films, and like it was a couple of them that got
Yeah.
I think it was like City of Angels or something like that. Was
You're
another
talking
one.
about the Hays Code, influenced the Hays Code.
Now, by Howard Hughes, you mean the Playboy guy, right?
That's Hugh Hefner. No,
Now, by Howard Hughes, you mean the Spruce Goose, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the Aviator. Was it DiCaprio who did that movie?
You know who else I call? You know what else I call Howard Hughes for our non-existent younger viewers? Real life Mr. House.
But he wasn't a doctor. Oh wait, no, House from Fallout, right?
Mm-hmm. Mr. House.
Yeah. Okay. For a moment, I thought you were talking about House from the TV. I was like,
President CEO.
Yeah, that too.
President CEO.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know who you're talking about now.
Talking about Fallout.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. House
President CEO.
of the Free Economic Zone of New Vegas, aka the Vegas Strip.
Yes.
Yes.
I've never played Vegas, so this is new to me.
I mean, you've also never been to Vegas.
No, I haven't. It's on my to-do list, I suppose.
That actually reminds me of another good fucking mob film that it's excellent and no one talks about anymore. Casino, which is about how the mob did run a whole shit ton of
I've seen Casino.
Las Vegas
Casino's a good
casinos.
movie.
Casino's an excellent
That's
movie. It's very fucking long though.
De Niro.
Pesci, Sharon Stone,
Yeah,
Frank
yeah.
Vincent, fucking other people.
Is that the one? Where
Wait. Frank Vincent was fucking other people?
No, I said and fucking other people. My fault.
Yeah,
That's
and
what
Frank Vincent was fucking other people.
Is that the one where Joe Pesci
No, I
gets taken out in a
meant Frank
cornfield?
Vincent and fucking other people, as in just other people, and fucking is like a sentence.
That's what I said. Is that not what I said? I thought I said.
I thought I said. I says, boy. I say.
Foghorn Leghorn over here,
I don't know.
and that was an excellent fucking film. And
I'm Jackson. That's Jeff.
Keenan.
I'm Keenan.
I'm D. Got around to that finally.
Things happen, you know.
I don't know.
Anybody can't tell. Jackson's in a bad mood today, like usual.
I'm just a little baked, maybe more than a little special. Thank you, sir.
Anyway,
Am I in a bad mood?
usually when you're like this, you're in a naughty.
A no good rundown.
Yeah. You good there, boy?
So I had to wait around for a while for the kid to show up, and then I had to wait around a while for you guys to show up. And everybody knows my favorite thing is waiting around.
Jackson, I do sincerely apologize. I had to have a little dinner before I got here, though.
We had a slice. We had a sliced pizza before he actually showed up.
I was starving.
Is it booty? Was that your dinner?
Oh, I wish. It was actual pizza. Actual, loosely defined. No, it wasn't from here.
There, Domino's.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah.
It was loosely defined pizza.
You went to the Blue Devil.
The Blue Devil. Is
Hey,
that what you
man.
guys call it?
No.
I cannot tell you my reasons because, you know, we're not
It's cheap
promoting
and
that
decent?
stuff. Basically, yeah.
It's cheap and decent.
I can't get into the exact specifics because, you know, not promoted.
Yeah, I mean, if they ever wanted to give us free food, I wouldn't take it. But
Domino's?
yeah,
Okay.
Jackson,
look
that's
at
totally
where we
cool.
are.
That's totally cool because I'm like, hey, look at where we are. And B, I live in New York. I prefer real pizza too.
Exactly.
But when
Like-
my pockets are light, I want some pizza, and they got a deal going on. Domino's is where I go.
Does anybody else like Domino's? Because, well, it is. So Domino's, in my opinion, is the best out of the big three fast food chains. That being Papa John's, Pizza Hut, and Domino's. And then Caesar's is its own fucking special boy.
Yep.
It's got a helmet on.
Caesar's is its own special boy.
Don't-
So I think,
sorry, I was going to say.
personally, I think that it's. You good?
Yeah, I was waving to the other people.
Yeah, personally, I think it's Domino's, and then Pizza Hut, and then Papa John's, and Little Caesars is, again, its own little special boy.
Well, I wish to have a respectful disagreement with you there, sir. I like, for me, one is Pizza Hut, two is Papa John's, and actually, like, tied with second now is Domino's, because, like, I like Domino's a lot more now than I used to.
Well, you got to get that
It's like a
pan
close
pizza.
third.
You got to get that pan pizza if
I
you're going
don't
to go
like
to Domino's.
Domino's pan pizza. I
Well,
like
you're wrong.
Pizza Hut's pan pizza, and I respect your opinion, sir, but I am not wrong.
I
I just have a
mean-
difference in opinion than you.
I kind of prefer the hand tossed from Domino's a little more because with the Parmesan and garlic on the crust.
The crust?
Yeah.
I have grown to like Domino's New York style, though.
You know what really does hit though? The Pizza Hut stuffed crust. Pizza Hut stuffed crust. Always
Oh, Allie, my fiance, loves that.
I don't know. I think stuffed crust is a little overrated. I'm probably going
I
to get
think
some
stuffed
hate.
crust
pizza
is going
you
a
can
little
eat
far.
backwards, King Kai.
Shut the fuck up.
DBZ Abridged reference.
Ding.
Reference to the reference.
Hey, I haven't had one of them in a minute.
This is why I don't rewatch him. I rewatch DVC and Bridge. I hope stop laughing. I'm thinking about it. So much.
It was a good one for the abridged. I like the SAO abridged.
With Buttsuck 69.
Balls Deep 69.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Thank you, Balls Deep 69. That's just a name I made for this.
I was like 10.
Name's Klein. Shut up! Here I have power. It's the first episode line from SAO abridged.
We still have to work on that.
Yeah. It's hard to do list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Hey, mob movies or some shit?
Maybe.
Yeah, we were talking about Mean Streets.
Yeah, there was Mean Streets. That was actually an important. I'm so sorry. That was actually an important mob film.
Okay, what's it about? Who's in it?
Joe Pesci. He's like the main character, and I believe it's a Scorsese film. And like he's like a low level ass thug,
It is a Scorsese.
and he works for his uncle who's in the mafia.
It's also Harvey Keitel and De Niro, not Pesci.
I like Keitel.
Yeah, Harvey Keitel is actually like a sleeper.
He's a good actor.
No, he really is.
He was,
really
was
is.
good, really good in. I
Reservoir Dogs,
was gonna say From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh yes, sir. He was good in Dust Till Dawn.
also Reservoir Dogs,
yes.
Reservoir
And
Dogs he was
all-
fucking excellent in.
and also Pulp Fiction.
The Wolf.
Yeah,
That's
I know,
right.
he's
The
in all-
Wolf.
Yeah, I know.
Tarantino loves him.
Yeah.
That's all we have to say.
Tarantino uses him.
I think he's got a bigger hard on for him than he does feet, and that's a hard sell. Tarantino's a footman, in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
But
Last summer when the lantern flies going around, there was this fucking crazy chick who'd post videos on TikTok of her just barefoot crushing them.
oh no,
And I'm just like, is Tarantino secretly making a Starship Troopers movie I don't know about?
that is a reference that I don't think anyone will understand. Starship Troopers movie, really? Wow.
What? People know Starship Troopers. Do you know Starship Troopers? People know Starship Troopers.
I mean, if somebody says that they know it, please, by all means.
Hey, the only good bug is a dead bug.
That's true. That's true.
I'm doing my part.
What?
I'm doing my part.
I didn't do shit.
I didn't do shit.
There's Once Upon a Time in America. That's a good one.
That's a very good one.
Which one's that one?
That's a Sergey Leone with another De
De
Niro,
and James
and
Woods,
Yeah.
Really?
and Jewish
De Niro-
gangsters, and from when they're like kids to when they're adults, and like they become bootleggers as adults.
It turns out De Niro's just really good at playing mafio guys.
He's also good at playing a fucking weirdo. Did you see he has like a 10-month-old kid?
You know, he's like, aside from like the fact that he keeps having fucking children despite being elderly, he is like one of the most normal actors on the planet,
What?
isn't he? Like, you don't hear weird shit about him, besides the fact that he has kids
He's
all the time.
like 90.
Yeah, I know.
But just
Celebrity-
had a kid.
Aubrey. Sorry, Aubrey Plaza. But she really did a number to that man in Bad Grandpa.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Yo, I'll be pausing though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry to hear about your
Husband.
Yeah.
So you're saying there's a chance now? Nah, I'm sorry. That's mean.
there's The Departed.
Departed is fucking excellent. That's another Scorsese film.
Did they remake that one? Or am I misthinking of it?
No, it is an adaptation of a Hong Kong crime film called Infernal Affairs, which is effectively the same plot, but with triads in Hong Kong.
Yep.
And
And this one has DiCaprio, another weird actor.
Wait. What's the one I'm thinking of where it's like they have like an FBI guy go undercover and then he decides to like, but then at the same time they have like a mob guy who decides to try and infiltrate the FBI and then
No, that's The Departed, and it's
is that The Departed?
It's the Massachusetts State Police, because in that film the mob boss has already thoroughly compromised the Boston Police Department, so it's the state trooper he has to worry about. So he sends his own sleeper, a protege he's like raised up since like he was a teenager into the State Trooper Academy.
Mhm.
And that's Jack Nicholson.
Who is just fucking excellent too. And
Wait, Jack Nicholson plays the state trooper.
And here's the thing: another guy's at the academy. His family are either nobodies or other Irish American organized criminals.
That one's Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
No, Matt Damon is the one I was just telling you about. That was Nicholson's protege. This is
Matt
the other one, DiCaprio.
Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
That's a Team America World Police reference.
Matt Damon. I remember that when I was a kid. Just like cracking the fuck up about it.
But sometimes assholes. So sometimes dicks also fuck assholes.
we can't make your favorite quote, which makes me laugh my ass off too.
Which one?
It's not a surprise. And it's really another word.
What?
I'll text it to you.
Whatever. He's saying it half laughing. I can't fucking.
Oh,
Righteous dead. Oh,
It starts with surprise.
surprise! Surprise, cockfag!
You can say it. I can't.
Surprise, cockfags! Just the way he delivers it too.
all in the delivery.
I also love. We got 5 terrorists heading southeast on Buckalaka Dock Street.
That's a good one.
They killed my camel. He's imagining his brother getting mauled by a gorilla or some shit.
Oh, jeez.
Everyone has AIDS. AIDS. No? Okay.
Not everyone.
It's a good song, though.
It's pretty good. Honestly, Matt Stone and Trey Parker, they're surprisingly slept on for musicals.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Book of Mormon, that's fucking really
That's
good.
not slept on. That's got like all the Tonys.
Well, see, I was gonna say that's the only one that people know, but little do people know, they almost fucking beat out like people for Grammys with bigger, longer, and bigger, longer, on more uncut, bigger, longer.
I believe they were the runner-up for the Oscar for Best Score for their film, and then they lost to Phil Collins.
Yeah, like,
and then they hated Phil Collins for that for years.
I mean, truth be told, Tarzan goes really hard, but like,
you'll be in my heart.
You'll be in my heart. No.
Yes.
Yes, you'll
Be in my heart.
But
I don't know. Son of Man. Yeah, that soundtrack's good.
It is good. Do we count Reservoir Dogs as a mob movie? That's gotta be a mob movie, right?
I do, because it's got a mob vibe. Especially, Mr. Cabot, the patriarch of what seems to be a crime family, because it seems his chief lieutenant is his fucking son, nice guy Eddie. That gives a mob vibe, definitely right there. So to me, that's like a mob family, and it looks like to me just like one of their businesses is robbing shit, and it just got
things kind of go out of right.
It got out of hand, really out of hand.
But I don't want to be Mr. Pink. Why can't I be Mr. Purple?
Why can't I be Mr. Black? Look, we tried this one time. It just ends with a bunch of people arguing about who gets to be Mr. Black and Mr. White in a room, all right? So we assign the names, okay?
Who didn't tip?
But why's it got to be something?
But why had to be Mr. Brown? That sounds like Mr. Shit.
Why couldn't I be Mr. Purple?
Like, why not to be Mr. Pink? That sounds like Mr. Pussy. Look, it's because you're a faggot, all right?
Yeah. I don't believe in tipping.
Don't believe in tipping. This is the number one profession for girls without college education, waiting. And you're seriously hampering her income doing this.
Yeah. I covered the bill, so you leave the tip. I love the little hidden line of "All right, Ramblers, let's get rambling" in like every early Tarantino film.
Or all right, something. Let's get something.
It's "All right, Ramblers, let's get rambling." And
Really?
like the first.
I could have sworn he variates it 1 or 2 times.
Well, Reservoir, Pulp. Technically not Tarantino, but From Dusk Till Dawn. They have that little special little. All right, Ramblers, let's get rambling.
Well, that's I think partially because
Tarantino's in it.
Well, no, he also helped do the script too.
Yeah. More of a signature of his writing style, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's probably a reference to something because if you pay attention, like at
He
least
has a lot of references.
fucking third of his.
Honestly, it sounds like a Western reference, too.
Actually, not even, probably more. I'd say half of his fucking acting, if you his movies are just references. I mean, Kill Bill is just Lady Snowblood.
Yeah. So
It's also technically the TV series that she references in Pulp Fiction. You know that fan theory or not? Did you know that one? Kill Bill is is also a reference to Uma Thurman's TV show that she talks about briefly in Pulp Fiction.
do not.
Fox Force 5. What, Fuck Force 5? What? Fox Force 5?
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the Asian chick, the black chick,
The white chick.
the white chick, the other chick. Yeah, so.
I did not know that. Public Enemy?
The Public Enemy, yes, that was a good one.
That's,
That one was the Johnny Depp one, right?
right. Yeah. And
that-
Christian Bale, too, I think.
But
Christian Bale and Johnny Depp.
Is that a remake of the 1930s The
Yeah.
Public Enemy?
Yeah. That was,
Well,
what was that? That wasn't
Huh?
Cary Grant, was it?
well,
That was James Cagney. That was Jimmy Cagney, yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't Public Enemy like about Dillinger?
Yes.
Oh, that Public Enemy, yeah.
Yeah,
that
the one
sounds
with Johnny Depp. That's Public Enemy. That's about John Dillinger. And then, I think Christian Bale played one of the feds going after him, if memory serves. I have to double check the cast list. Can't right now.
You know what's a fun movie? Not a mafia movie, but a fun movie? No Country for Old Men. That was a great movie.
Yeah, you keep referencing that a lot.
Dude, Anton Chigurh.
Yes, I know. What's the most you've ever lost on a coin toss?
What? What?
What's the most you've ever lost on a coin toss?
I don't know. I guess it depends on what what I'm wagering.
Everything.
Now look, I don't want no trouble.
I don't know the rest of the line. It's been a while.
Yeah. Fucking Anton Chigurh.
And then I just woke up.
Don't put that coin in your pocket. It's your lucky coin.
I still think, though, Tom Cruise would do better a little bit more being Doctor Doom.
No, he's just not intimidating, man.
Yes, he is. Have you not seen
He's
Collateral?
like 5'3".
He doesn't need to be big to be like. Go look at Collateral, where he plays like probably one of the most like hardcore fucking bad guys, and then you go and look at like Jack Reacher and shit, where he's just fucking. Like,
He's
he
2
doesn't-
foot nothing. Fucking Jeff is bigger than him.
You don't need like okay, whatever. I still like. What do you think?
So
Me think?
yeah.
Yeah. Our
So we had a little debate
last
on
time
on our Doom episode.
Doom.
Who should
Sorry.
play Doctor Doom? Neither one of us were super thrilled about it being RDJ.
No,
I said I could
clearly
see.
just a cash grab.
I said I could see the guy who plays Anton Chigurh
Javier Bardem.
as a good Doom, based solely off of like that and Skyfall.
See, but I don't know anymore because Lisa Al-Gib.
Possibly, actually. Now you mention him in Skyfall, I'm like, maybe he might be a good Doom, actually. This is a good Bond villain.
Yeah, but that's a Bond villain. That's different from being the most over-the-top Marvel villain.
He plots maniacally, and he just kind of like is so over the top. How is that not? For fuck's sake, they have freaking sharks with freaking lasers attached to their freaking heads.
What was Javier's character's name in Skyfall? Was
It's Raul something.
Raul Sylvia or
Yeah,
Julian?
Raul Silva.
Raul yeah.
That sounds right. And if not him, another one that I thought of recently is I kind of like the guy who plays Santa in Violent Nights.
Oh, David Harbour.
Yeah, he's just
He
fun.
can't be though, because
I know,
he's
I know.
a Red Guardian.
I know, but he's just fun.
Yeah.
I could see him being a fun version of Doom. Just like, yeah, fuck this guy. He's just gone. Fuck this guy. He's
Yeah,
just
but I
gone.
don't think they need a fun. They need an intimidating villain, because that's one of their biggest problems now. They don't have a big.
I know. They don't
like-
have a big bad.
They had to scrap Kang because of this fucking legal bullshit, which he's out of now anyway, so they can start using him again, I guess. I think they
Hold
say
on.
they're planning to.
Let's see. Hold on. We have some. Funny thing, y'all might see my new home in the new Mission Impossible. Congrats, Dougals. Congrats. Dougals is long time from last year with the Christmas. Raul Julia was M. Bison and Gomez Adams.
Oh, that's the fucking actor.
I got it mixed up.
Oh, then what is the character's name? What is his name in fucking Skyfall?
It's Raul something.
Is it?
But it's
Stop
spelled
sorry
Raul.
on it.
I'm sorry. It's spelled Raul in like the Brazilian way though, like the Portuguese way. If that helps.
Dougals, do you know the character that the actor Javier Bardem played in Skyfall offhand? If not, I understand. Also, if you want to like get in on this at any point, ask. I'll send you a link.
You know, I'm surprised it hasn't popped up in the chat yet.
George.
Georgia's of the jungle.
Let's see if I can find out Javier Bardem.
Is it Bardem or Bardem?
I don't know. I can't pronounce it.
Well, show me it. I might.
Bardem. Bardem.
Bardem.
Bardem.
Bardem.
Yeah.
It's just Sylvia. It looks like. No, I stopped caring about Bond since that other Brit left. Good old Douglas.
Brosnan. Yeah, Brosnan was a good Bond.
Was he?
I
He
liked
was-
Brosnan. Brosnan was my first Bond. I got to send him out
Still smoking take.
to Brosnan.
He definitely was a Bond of all time.
I liked Craig. Craig was good.
He's fine. I don't think he's the best.
I mean, he wasn't the best personality or looks wise, but Jesus Christ, could he pull off the fucking action?
And is that all you need for a good Bond? Action? If that's the case, next you're going to say that The Rock could be it.
No.
He's not English. He's not British.
And
He doesn't have
neither
the-
was Sean Connery. What's your fucking point?
I didn't mean English. I'm British.
Neither was Sean Connery. What's your fucking point?
He's not a subject of the
British.
crown. He's not drunk. He's Scottish.
I'm about to say Scottish is British. Scottish is is in the British Isles.
The best Bond will always be Scottish. Thank you.
Did you know Bond was actually named after a real person?
Not named after.
Based.
No, it's actually the name was, it's a British ornithologist, James Bond. And he's just like, this is the most boring name I could think of, so it's what I used.
Name's Bond. James Bond.
Yeah, he just saw the name of a British ornithologist in like a journal somewhere, and he's like, I'll take this name. So there's a bird studier named Bond.
James?
Bond.
Yeah, he was based off of Sir
Sir Christopher Lee? Yeah. Kind of, sort of.
allegedly.
Kind of, sort of. Because the guy who also wrote Bond's books did his own like wartime stuff too.
Yeah.
So
Let's see. Let's bring up A Bronx Tale.
Bronx Tale is an excellent film.
is
It's
that
a
the one with
slept-on
the kid dating the black chick?
Yes. It was like the late
Right.
60s.
She
There's
Don't
no-
worry, it is also a De Niro flick.
Yeah, De Niro plays his dad in that.
Yeah, it starts in the early 60s, and his mob boss in this Bronx ass neighborhood likes this kid, because this kid sees him shoot somebody dead, and the police ask him about it, and the police don't tell this kid nothing. I mean, the kid doesn't tell the police nothing. So he likes him, he takes him under his wing, and his parents don't approve of it because his parents are good, hardworking people. Like you said, De Niro's one of his parents. It's like one of the few non-De Niro mob roles, but he's great in it. And
Raging Bull.
So I said one of the few. Raging Bull, yes.
Is Raging Bull a mob movie? I thought that was a Western film. Or am I retarded?
It's a boxing film.
Right.
Same thing with Taxi.
Well,
That's right,
Taxi's
Also a
The Deer
boxing film.
Hunter. I slept on the Deer Hunter too. My fault.
And then there's also Bad Grandpa, as discussed earlier.
See, so Taxi though is infamous because it caused a guy to shoot a president. Though
That's not the only reason it's infamous.
He thought I would impress Jodie Foster.
what? She's only 13.
Yeah, good old 12-year-old Jodie Foster.
Then was it like 12-year-old Natalie Portman and Leon the Professional.
Yeah, she's also incredibly young.
Yeah, he teaches her.
And then there's also incredibly young Scarlett Johansson in the Bill Murray film Lost in Translation.
No, isn't she an adult by then in that one?
She's still very young, I think. Let's see.
Because
See if I can figure this out.
I mean, I know there's a marketable fucking age difference between the two characters. That one's obvious, but I'm not like
She is actively 40, according to Googlebot. Lost in Translation is 2003, so go back 21 years. She was 19. Depending on she was 18 during filming or 17 during filming, probably.
And
Because it came out in 2003. So,
how old would have been Bill Murray by then?
Bill Murray is actively right now 74. So take off 22. Yeah, take off 22-ish years from him. So he was 52. Yeah. Yeah, it's all right. Who needs to worry about things like that, right?
I mean,
Let's see. What is the theme of tonight's
Six
episode?
times.
Hi, Dougals. The theme of tonight's episode is kind of mafia movie thingies.
Let's just see, we're going off tangents too. You know how it goes.
Yeah, it's a live stream. We're gonna stumble all over the
We're
place.
gonna be more informal about it.
Of course.
I really wish I kind of wish this wasn't a live stream by timing because I had some fun intro, outro ideas and stuff, but you know, it won't be because it's not. So now we have to wait for maybe another time.
For never.
I wanted to start the episode with him having his hands tied in like a bag over his head, but they're like, that wouldn't be fun. I'm like, what? Whatever. I think
Sometimes you're a jack off.
what?
There's the most recent good mafia movie, The Irishman.
See, the other idea was we also put
The
That's a good
Irishman.
one.
Yeah, that's another like 8-hour flick.
Is that
It's quite long. It's not 8 hours exactly, but it's quite long. Like,
Is this like
eyeballs.
3.5 hours.
oof? Really?
Yes.
Yeah. By the time the movie was done, Leonardo DiCaprio needed to find a new girlfriend.
Ah. See, I also,
Get it? Because
yeah.
he's a pedophile.
Yes.
I also wanted to just film some B-roll of us driving around.
For legal reasons, that's a joke. Please don't accuse me of defamation.
It's jocular. I laughed.
Yeah, I think like film a little bit of B-roll of us like driving around and then have it set to woke up this morning.
I'll see if I can chime in.
Yeah,
but the
yeah,
only
see?
ones I've watched were
He
Casino.
gets it.
Other movie. Yeah, I gotcha.
Got myself.
Or Casino. Casino's a good one. Casino's a really good one.
Donnie Brasco.
Donnie Brasco's fucking excellent. It's based on a real story.
See, every time I think of Donnie Brasco, I also think of Donnie Darko,
Mm-hmm.
the movie with the bunny guy.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
What was the name of that bunny in that? George or some shit. Whatever.
It might have been.
Death to Smoochie.
Oh right, yeah,
Death
Death
to
to
Smoochie.
Smoochie.
I remember that shit.
So Death to Smoochie is not a mob movie, but it's definitely
That's
one of those
funny.
black comedies that I think actually has a few.
I was
mob
definitely
guys
too
in it.
young to watch it when I did, but I did because my parents didn't know how to work the parental controls.
It's Greg the Bunny.
Is it Greg the Money?
Yeah.
Okay,
Thanks,
thank you.
Dougals.
That was close.
Speaking of dark things and Death to Smoochie and Donnie Darko with Greg the Bunny and things like that, anybody know Happy?
Oh, Happy's good.
Yes.
Happy's fun.
This guy showed me Happy.
Did I show you Happy?
Yes, you did.
Okay. I don't know if we finished it. But
I showed you Happy.
Yeah, I got Happy to the second season, but I finished the first season. That was good. It was really good.
It goes a little weird. It definitely goes a little out there and a little
Yes.
weird, but Happy is a fun show.
Yeah, Happy's good. I I mean, Patton Oswalt's a bit much in everything he does because he's everywhere now. But he's
I
still
like Patton Oswalt.
the guy who played the main character though. He's a good. I like him. I wish he was in a bit more stuff. The hell's his name?
Christopher Maloney.
Yeah,
He's the guy from SVU.
I was gonna say yeah.
He's seen television in 25 years.
He's Detective Daddy in SVU.
Detective Daddy. Why did you pull him closer?
Yeah.
So we could hear him a bit better because he keeps not talking to the mic.
Well, I'm sorry.
As he actively looks away.
You could have just told me to get closer.
I'm sorry.
You could have just told me to get closer.
Yes, but it's almost a thing that at one point in every episode I'm messing with somebody's mic or chair.
Let's see. Danny DeVito is a good mobster choice. Is that Smoochie deals with the Dimes people? Oh, in that Smoochie deals with the Dimes people. Gotcha. Death to Smoochie.
People?
It's in reference to one that I skipped over by accident. Death to Smoochie could be a mob movie. In that Smoochie deals with Dimes people.
Well, it wasn't the plot of Death to Smoochie. He's like the guy's like he's like a children's entertainment show guy. He gets fired and replaced by like was it who's the actor who played
a dude in a costume?
No. Well,
I mean, yes.
no, I'm trying to think the actor who's in it. He's the kid from oh man, he was in the last he was in the Dark Knight Rises.
Tom Hardy?
No. Oh man, he was
The Dark Knight Rises being Bane.
Not Bane. He was the cop who.
Jake Gyllenhaal?
That's not Jake Gyllenhaal. No,
Well,
it's
who the fuck is he? I fucking remember who he is.
Fuck, he was also in
Robin Williams gets fired.
Inception.
Tom Hardy.
Not Tom. Is it Tom Hardy? No, not Bane. The cop.
The cop.
The kid cop. The younger one who's supposed to be Robin.
Yeah, like, he's not a kid. He's a cop. He turns out his last name is like Robin or some horse shit.
And Batman gives him the Batcave. Oh man, what the fuck is that actor's name?
Then they hire the Incredible Hulk actor, Edward Norton.
Oh no! Okay, wait.
It might have been Norton.
No, Norton's not.
Because the Incredible Hulk is Ed Norton.
Yeah,
Yes.
I remember that. Yes.
The Incredible Hulk is Ed Norton.
And it was Eric Bana in The Hulk. And then it was Mark Ruffalo in all future.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw him in because my wife is rewatching like old romance movies, and she put on 13 going on 30, where he's like the main
Eric Bana?
No,
Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, he looks a lot younger there, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, he's younger here. This is like pre-Marvel and stuff, so you're like, oh yeah, there he.
Yeah, I mean that happens.
He was dating up. He was opposite Jennifer Garner in that one, so it's funny because Elektra seemed to have gotten both Hulk and Daredevil.
Canonically, that never happens. I had to think for a second.
Hmm?
Hulk has had a couple different people, never Elektra, from what I recall.
I mean, in one of the worst timelines, he has She-Hulk.
We got a super fan George here.
Hey!
Y'all switching up times on me.
Sorry.
I blame this one.
Who,
Yeah.
him or me? Well, it's partially my fault because we would have done. Well,
Yeah,
I
blame
thought.
the guest.
Okay, so apparently it was supposed to be yesterday, according to our guest, but our guest never got back to him, and I was eating dinner. And then 2, tomorrow is my 2-year anniversary, so I can't really.
Oh, yes.
So I was like, all right, we'll just do it tonight then.
Swallow it,
And he
bitch.
was just so happened to be free and hanging out anyway. We were going to watch Archer and finish that, but this is fine too.
Yeah, instead we get to talk about American Gangster.
American Gangster is an excellent film. It's not. It's.
Instead we get to talk about American Hustle.
What about Lucky Number 11?
Instead we
All right, movie.
Instead we get to talk about
Well, it's what I like to call a Yojimbo movie.
Gangs
If
of
you
New
understand
York.
what that means.
New York is all right. I wouldn't call it a mob movie, but
I would.
Uh,
It's definitely mob-esque.
more of
I
a
like to hear this
thriller. I mean, a revenge thriller.
It is definitely mob-esque.
I
Like,
like this thing.
It's
okay?
it's not like Italian mob, but it's definitely like a controlling,
An
racial
organized criminal
tendencies.
element.
Yeah, like it's definitely mob-esque.
Is it Daniel Day?
No,
Daniel
now that you
Day-Lewis is the
mention
main bad
it,
guy.
I said
Yeah.
now that you mentioned it, Daniel Day-Lewis, Bill
The
the Butcher, the way he describes everything he does in the 5 points, it sounds like a mob boss.
Well, yeah, because that's. I mean, it was.
I control a little bit of everything you see here.
I mean, honestly, all you need to do is just tell Daniel Day-Lewis that he's doing literally anything, and he'll figure out the exact way to make it happen.
Yeah, he's one of them actors.
Methods.
I liked his mustache in that.
He had a cool mustache.
He had a good mustache.
He had a cool mustache.
You know, I was surprised he had a decent mustache in Count Orlok in the new Nosferatu. Just a big.
My mustache was cut by lasers.
Mustache.
There's a history of violence.
Have you seen Nosferatu yet?
No, I have not seen
It's
Nosferatu
interesting.
yet.
You should get around to it.
You mean OG Nosferatu? Because I have seen that.
I've seen that too, but I'm talking about the new one.
Yeah,
I just saw that like last week.
Is it a add to the list type thing, or is it a you can skip it?
I mean, if you like the original Nosferatu and also like new, more modern art movies, then add it to the list. But you know, if you don't need to re-see, then just you don't have to. But I enjoyed it. But, I think it was like somebody said it was like this new one is basically Dracula, but I think it's Mina's a fucking gooner and Dracula has asthma.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I thought that was funny.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Keenan, you look like you're a gooner.
He looks like the Untouchables.
Let's get De Niro in it. That's a good one.
So that was the
What
one-
doesn't have De Niro in it?
So that's the one where with about Elliot Ness, right?
Yes.
The bootleggers.
Yes.
Well, not bootleg.
The outfit. Robert De Niro is Al Capone.
Yeah.
The Chicago outfit is started by him.
Is that where he beats the guy with the baseball bat?
Yes.
Yeah.
It also has Sean Connery
Oh, right. Yeah. Does he die in that one, or does he live through the whole thing?
and Kevin Costner. It has a surprising cast for a mafia movie without like losing track of Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
I would never have expected Sean Connery or Kevin Costner to be in a fucking mob movie.
I mean, as the G-Man, I guess it works.
Sean Connery.
De Niro, the quintessential mobster.
Mm.
Yes, sir.
Analyze
I'd
this.
say Pesci.
He's gonna analyze this as well.
I would give it to maybe like Pacino, but it's definitely De Niro.
I think it's Pesci still.
Pesci is
He's
a
in like
very
5.
strong.
He's in like
contender.
5 of them.
No, he's a very strong contender due to how he acts when he portrays a mobster.
I mean,
He's great at what he does, but he's only in like 5 major films.
look. You see, here's what I see. I believe in
My
Joe,
cousin Vinny.
I believe in Joe Pesci. See, when I pray to God about my neighbor's barking dog, nothing fucking happens. When I pray to Joe Pesci about it, 15 minutes later on a baseball bat, that fucker's got it fixed. It's a George Carlin joke.
Look, he loves dogs. In fact, if you give him the dog, he's gonna eat this fucking dog.
I'm
You put
doing a
Pesci and De
George.
Niro together for a mob movie, you get an Oscar.
Yeah, that was a George Carlin bit I was referencing.
Was indeed a Carlin bit.
Sorry, that was too high to get that.
Why are you like this?
Who, me?
Yeah, you. With the
Like a sheep.
like, leave the poor boy alone.
No.
It's bad enough you made him late.
He made himself late.
It's bad enough you made him late.
Oh, stop talking about it like I'm not here. What are you, my parents?
It's not his fault his wife got him trapped in the dryer.
Motherfucker, shut the fuck up. I decided to do my own laundry. Shut the
I mean,
fuck up.
Help
I
me,
mean-
stepwife.
Shut the fuck up. Or I'm gonna bro, I know where you live.
Bring out the pegging stick.
To be fair,
That's me was a good time.
last week he was trapped in the closet, so this is a step up for him.
You don't fuck yourself.
Now I'm in the closet.
They had to just bust my balls.
Man, you're so far deep in the closet, you still see Christmas
So I
presents.
pull out my gun.
Thank you, Diane, but I'm not Tom. And this isn't that episode of Family Guy.
South Park.
That was a Family Guy episode.
No, it's South Park.
You've never seen
Tom Cruise gets trapped in the closet?
Well, I was talking about what Jackson just said, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Wait, what did Jackson say?
You're so deep in the closet, you're seeing Christmas Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
That's from that Family Guy episode.
That's a Family Guy line. Okay,
Yeah, Superfan. Unfortunately, they were out of Australian cunt, so I have to go with Mexican cunt.
Well, wait, what's the Spanish word for pussy?
That depends what kind of Spanish you're speaking.
Mexican.
Concha.
Goddamn,
Mexican
stop
concha.
roasting him. He's done.
It's
Apparently
Mexican
you're
concha.
done.
What do you mean I'm done?
There you go.
Apparently you're done.
Mexican
Superfan
concha.
George says not sponsored. Thank you, not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
He's picking up on our running jokes.
Yeah. One day he'll be his own reference to the reference counter.
Yeah.
But today is not that day. So, I got a couple compliments on the latest episode with Berserk.
Did you know?
Yeah. What'd you guys think?
It wasn't bad.
I have zero opinion because I might have missed it.
What do you mean might have? I know you missed it. Just be honest.
I missed it.
It's okay.
Considering.
It's called being demure.
Very demure, very mindful.
Quack.
Look at this.
Dickhead.
Look at this thing. Look at that thing.
I tried to defend you from fucking fat guy over there.
You both busted my balls. Defend shit.
I said, and I quote, "Leave the poor boy alone."
Oh, I thought you were quoting from that their laptop over there in the corner.
No, he said, "Goddamn, stop roasting him. He's done."
Yeah, that's when you pat my head and said,
I
"You're
said,
done."
"Leave the poor boy alone."
So
earlier.
you just admitted doing it in George's direction.
That was Dougal's, not
The
George.
Dougal's direction. I apologize. Dougal's direction. Thank you, Dougal.
Yes, Dougal's. The roasting shall continue until morale improves.
I get that one.
Okay, in that case, go on. Drink more of your concha mexicana. Have fun.
He's kind of like he kind of looks like McLovin. Thanks, Superfan George. Can we see your license and see if it's from Hawaii? I want to see your Hawaiian driver's license.
I'll show you my man card.
I don't need to see your man card. I want to see your Hawaiian license.
I know. I just like to get my official man card.
Like a more mature together one. Don't give him that compliment. He is not together. You don't know this.
This is a real New York ID.
You do not know this. You do not know that.
Real New York ID.
Yes, please dox yourself more.
Someone used CPR. Yeah. Anyone got aloe for these burns?
It's not fair. You have coaxed me under here.
What's up?
I said this is not fair. It's
What's-
2-on-1.
Life's not fair.
Yeah, actually, you know what, D? I like you. That was a nice rebuttal.
I am just.
You are baffled.
I'm just me.
You are
I'm
Jackson.
just Ken. Anywhere else I'd be a 10. No, fuck you. To be honest, though, that song does go hard, kind of hard. Admit it. Admit it.
Let's see.
You've rocked out to it.
Superfan George said, "Can he say I am McLovin?" Say the line.
Superfan George? Fuck you.
I am McLovin.
Dougal says, "Keep it in the fridge so it stays ice cold." I guess that's a reference.
I'm talking about your beer.
I mean, he's actively drinking it, so it's not like he's going to get up, put it in the fridge, come back, get up, take it out for a sip, put it in the fridge. Because the fridge is over there, and over there can take care of itself. That's a reference.
Your mom's a reference.
Your mom goes to college.
Yes.
Okay.
Dynamite.
So, what's the call? No. Okay, so yeah, back to the thing. My wife was watching When in Rome a few nights ago. And one of the side characters is John Herder, and then one of the other smaller characters is the guy who plays Pedro, whose name is slipping me right now. And I was like, oh shit, was that a fucking Napoleon Dynamite reunion?
Superfan George says, "Fuck me, fuck you, Fiche Dada." And Dougal says it was to the aloe vera thing. And then Superfan George says, $5.
$5.
$5.
$500.
And then Dougal says,
$500.
mostly because my pale ass is prone to sunburns.
Fair enough.
Oh, yep, we're definitely catching up on some stuff.
So, like, share, comment, subscribe. That fun stuff.
A needle pulling thread.
Doe.
A deer.
A female deer.
Ray. A drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself and I.
Why do you know this?
Fa, a long, long way. A long, long way away.
Well, a long, long way to run.
A long, long way to run. So, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. I know it because fucking Paulie is trying to get me on singing lessons.
Because again, getting yourself a vocal range through singing better helps with your stuff. Also, a lot of VAs tend to do song work too, especially for foreign stuff.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Do!
A deer.
Do! Do! Do!
Yeah. It is what it is.
Is it what it is?
It is what it is.
Tits what it tits.
Now,
Frank,
Like
go to
titch
Jimmy
now.
and tell him it is what it is.
I'll take late titch now.
That's from The Irishman.
I thought that you were going to say, leave the gun and take the cannoli.
I'll
That's
take
really good one.
anal bum cover for $500.
Hey, you know what I thought you meant?
That's a Celebrity Jeopardy reference.
I don't know what you're talking about, Trebek.
I know what it is. I know what it is.
That's not what your mother said last night. Have you ever seen the Celebrity Jeopardy stuff from SNL? You've never seen that stuff? Oh,
I
man.
mean, I've seen some of it, but not all of
man,
it.
You gotta, it's not just seeing some of it. It's just like you just meme those shits.
That's right. We lost Superfan George because of you.
Not
Fuck.
because of me.
It's because of Turd Ferguson.
It's because of you.
Turd Ferguson.
It's because of you.
Come on, it's funny.
Yourself.
It's funny because it's bigger than a regular size hat.
It's funny because it's bigger than a regular size hat. Turd Ferguson.
For King Kai, it's pizza you could eat backwards.
Oh, God.
What's your power level?
It's repeating itself.
Oh, no. We've gone in a circle.
Superfan George says, speak in mic better. I think that's in reference to all of us.
Probably a little bit.
Dougal says, damn you, youth chorus.
Damn you, youth.
I guess he did chorus when he was younger. So, Superfan George, which one of us needs to speak better? Because he says, sure is lol.
Hey, those are the bad guys from The Sound of Music.
All three. That's what he said. All three of us.
Well, I kind of keep switching between like this perspective. I try and talk into the mic as I switch my perspective
Well,
and stuff.
George, how does it sound now?
Ooh.
George is more respected than you. Don't ask how, but somehow it happened. I think he said, and I quote, anal bum cover.
I'll take anal bum cover for 500 Trebek. That's album cover.
It's okay, buddy.
What?
It's okay, buddy.
What's okay? Why you rub me like this?
It's okay, buddy.
This is not necessary. The Jackson unit. He's hurt me for likes.
Superman George says you have to look like you're sucking the mic off to get a good quality. Of course.
6 inches, Welker.
Of course he knows what sucking off a mic looks like.
Superfan George, you want me to suck anything off? I'm not telling you that on the internet. You just trying to get me caught.
We know of your proclivities. It's fine. We accept it. Just stop being weird about it.
Yeah, he's
No,
also
I'm
in
about to-
he's also in Tennessee, man. Like he's a married man.
I bet to say, if he wants to see me sex on off, he's gonna have to pay me
Christ.
We'll save that for the Pornhub channel at 500 subscribers.
though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hey,
He says, "I love you, man." In the middle.
I'm in love with the man in the mirror.
No gay like though. I think what he means is no homo.
All right, no homo accepted.
I do believe that's what he means.
I mean, he told me to suck
however-
something off. I told you what it would
He
take.
didn't say that you had to suck something off. He said it has to look like you suck something off.
Look, even if he wants it to look like I'm sucking something
Hey,
off,
hey,
he's gotta pay me.
there's a difference between hardcore and softcore. He wants softcore. You're trying to go full hardcore.
Look, here's the thing. Even if he wants it softcore, that costs money. That's some kind of core, man. Any kind of core costs dough.
7,500 subscribers will make him do a whole video on our Pornhub channel of him sucking off a dildo.
No, we won't. Look, if you wanna do that, by all means, have fun with that, man. But like, no.
Just making up a random subscriber will go and pull it. Just to fuck with you. It's not real. I'm just fucking with you. I just wanted to pull it out my ass to fuck with you. Yeah, 7,500 subscribers. It'll be
No.
it'll be a through the looking ass special production.
I mean, everyone knew I had also entertainment company.
Again, I'm just joking. I'm just joking on that one.
Children, the lot of you.
Oh, come on.
Dougal says we don't kink shame here. And then
Thank you,
George
Dougal.
replied that with kinky as a water hose.
I do. Kink shaming is my kink.
That was naughty. Oh my.
Oh, I get it. I'm in hell.
Oh,
Jackson,
I'm in
Oh.
hell.
Jackson, this is
Oh,
hell to
I
you.
get it. I'm in hell.
See, because people like you think that the devil lives in a bunch of magic hot air balloon city,
Yep,
riding around
Yep,
on
I
a
get
Segway,
I'm in hell.
drinking beers, having blunts. People like you think that the devil lives in some sort of haunted abandoned movie studio, creeping around on kids. I don't know if those are the actual lines off the top of my head. I think I pulled too far. It's a whitest kid you know sketch reference. I'll show you that one too later.
WK.
The old JD Glorio.
GD.
GD Glorio. Richard, get out of the glory hole.
Wait,
I
wait,
kinda
are you
can't-
mad? Because it seems like you're kind of mad.
That's the
Can we-
magic of the glory hole.
Can we talk about
I
this?
don't know if it's a man or a woman, man.
Get out of the glory hole.
I can't right now.
Dougal says that's Harvey Weinstein, not the devil. Damn it.
I mean, what's the difference?
Easy. One made billions. The
I'm
other's the
sorry.
devil.
The other is taking billions of souls. The other is the devil.
Wow, way to just kill it.
Cut it out. Cut it out, both of you.
I stopped it. He was kept going. I stopped about 5 seconds before he's kept. Anyway,
This is hell.
no,
This is hell.
No.
I get it.
this is
Crab battle. This isn't hell. This is super jail.
that show is okay.
God, no, not that fucking show.
To be fair, though, that intro song is pretty good. Coming Home by Cheeseburger, that's a good song. And it does have a couple interesting moments here or there scattered whenever I see clips. But yes, that show is really not that great. I did kind of find the like the extraterrestrial female super jail bit a little amusing. Well, that was I mean,
What about,
should have seen it coming, but
Let's see. Superfan George says you got the giggles, bro. You know how you kill a soul? Start a Nick sitcom. Thank you, Dougals. And then George replies with, "Are you a schoolgirl in a '90s anime?" I think that's a you.
I think that's a fuck y'all.
No, schoolboy born in the '90s.
Back in the 90s, I was in a TV show.
BoJack Horseman.
BoJack the horse. Yep. That show got dark. You ever watch
I never got into BoJack Horseman.
I got through the first season. I got some of the second season. I said I'd come back to it, and I never finished it. I've seen bits and pieces from the later season, and it looks like it gets
dark as shit.
dark as fucking yeah.
I spoiled the shit out of it online, and it gets dark.
I'm just not that into like the Netflix shit. Like fucking Big Smile or whatever it is. Fucking
Big Mouth.
Big
Yeah,
Mouth.
Big
I
Mouth.
didn't like Big Mouth as much.
Big Mouth is definitely not for everybody. I like it personally. I see why a lot of people don't like it. However, it gets out there.
I don't like that. I don't like BoJack. I don't like.
F is for Family is okay. I've seen some stuff.
I think it's hilarious.
I don't like that.
Like I said,
like it's Bill Burr, right?
yes.
You have to be a big Bill Burr guy for that one. I do appreciate his recent stuff though.
Here's the thing. One of the things I think about in F is for Family, that I just think is funny no matter what, is when it's story time for his daughter's brownie group and he's the adult in charge. And he goes on a story about how a guy goes to war in Korea. And all he gets for it is he gets fired from his effing baggage handling job and a television show that turns his experience into a bunch of Dodgers playing grandmas. And then at that rant, one of his kids is like, "Dad, stop talking about MASH."
Super fans on my side with BoJack is kind of lame. You know what's a good show? C-Lab 2021, new shows.
New shows.
I like C-Lab 2021.
New shows?
Oh, no, I haven't seen the new shows.
No, it's just you.
If you've ever seen C-Lab 2021 new shows, you have to know that you have to say C-Lab 2021 new shows.
New shows.
It's like a Tribe Called Quest. You see the whole damn thing.
21 new shows.
That's from the Boondocks.
Yeah, it's like a Tribe Called Quest. You see the whole damn thing.
Or a pimp named Slipback.
He's not trying to get into the full voice because once he gets into it.
What, a pimp named Slickback?
Oh, no, he does the full Cat Williams.
Oh my god, yes.
Bitch.
Lord, please guide my hand.
You know what a Cat Williams clip I like recently? The one where he's like in prison. He's like, "Say hi to your daddy," and this little white baby. That is a Caucasian baby from the mountains of Caucasus. See, how old is you? 18. See, I can believe that. I can believe he's mine. In fact, he kind of looks like that guy. I've been locked up in here for 15 consecutive years. It's your baby.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to do
Where's
Cat
that one
Williams
from?
anymore.
It's earlier in Cat Williams' career, but it's one of his first stand-ups. One of the things he's going on, like it was a long time ago. It was like 2006, 2007. He's going on about the Iraq War, and he's like, let me tell you something. He's like, we're just goddamn bullies over there. He's like, let me ask y'all something. What does the Iraqi uniform, army uniform look like? Go ahead, I'll wait. No answer. No, exactly. I don't know who the fuck we fighting over there. We just sending dudes over there doing nothing. I just thought his delivery was hilarious.
The one with Meat Watt, Fry Guy, and Master Shake was peak adult
Hunger Force. All right, I go on Reddit way too often, and
we can tell.
Remember when they changed the name for Aqua Teen a few times?
We can tell you've been on.
Oh, what was the
Thank
first
you,
name
Jackson.
they changed it to? It's like
I
Aqua
stopped
Teen-
paying attention.
Aqua Teen, Hunger Force, the
Colon
show,
something.
the show.
The movie Film for Theaters.
No, that was the movie. But
Film for
like,
Theaters.
Well,
Whatever.
because he said it was Peak Adult Swim. I'm on r/Adult Swim on Reddit, and they're doing
Go
a
figure.
list, like a voting list of the top Adult Swim series.
Mhm.
Number one is The Venture Brothers, which is one of my favorite Adult Swim series. I love
See,
it.
number
Number
one to
one in
me
the hood, G.
is Korgoth of Barbaria.
Number two on their list is Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and I agree. Aqua Teen Hunger Force, when it first came out, I was too young to watch Adult Swim, but I did anyway, like a lot of kids at that time.
No shit.
Yeah, no shit.
You're like
I
what,
thought
12 years old?
No, I was like 8.
No, you're like what, 12 years old?
That's a hairy fucking 12-year-old.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, it's all fake.
Yeah,
Some bad-
12.
He's trying to play up the
plus
McLovin.
19.
That's some bad hat, Harry.
That is some bad hat, Harry.
12 plus 19, guys. I'm 12 and 19 more.
Please don't tell me it's taking you this long to do the math.
I don't feel like doing the math, so I'm just not.
31. I'm 31.
Shit. I'm almost 34. Fuck!
Yeah, I know where the time go, right?
Yeah.
Naturally, I blame Jeff. He eats the time.
Sarate, and it'll be okay.
Did you know that movie's done by Louis C.K.?
Sanyo
written
Pity on the
and
running
directed?
kind?
What?
Oh. he
Pootie
said-
Tang.
Yeah, that's what I said. He said Sada K, so I was like,
Sada
Sanyo
Tang.
Pity on the running kind.
Yeah.
That is from fucking Pootie Tang. I was like, yo.
Yeah, but that movie, I did not know that. I only just found that out like a little while ago. And I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah,
This makes so much fucking sense, but no sense at the same.
Yo, he's such a lazy. He has like a man girlfriend as a toddler, and he pisses them off, and they're throwing like big wheels and shit into their apartments.
Yeah.
And like he's like not giving a shit. Just like yo, like
I hear you, Pootie.
and like, a big wheel is like shut down the window. I'm like
His daddy's belt.
I gotta rewatch that movie.
I've seen it enough.
It's been too long for me.
God, Chad
You know what's
is
another
doing
one?
things.
You know, it's another one, Undercover Brother.
Yo, when to get my brother. Conspiracy brother.
My cousin Skeeter.
That's our token diversity hire. Fucking Neil Patrick Harris.
Behind every great black man, conspiracy brother comes up. It's the police. I'm like, all right, he's not wrong. I'm like, he's not right in this case, but he's not wrong.
You know what's a good one?
Wait, you don't remember Neil Patrick Harris being the diversity hire? for
Yes,
them?
I remember that. I remember when he made his speech and the chief declared that was great. He's in now. Conspiracy brother gets pissed off. Hold on. I worked my ass off for 3 years. I was still paying off student loans. It took me 3 years to get there. Now he's just in after a speech. Fuck y'all.
Sorry. He was about to say something.
Black Dynamite.
Dynamite.
That's a great one.
Ha! I threw that shit before I came in the room.
Because alligators don't wear... Because donuts don't wear alligator shoes.
And what else gives you woo?
Little Richard.
And what is Little Richard? And what is Richard a shortened, longer name, shortened nickname of?
Anaconda malt liquor gives you a little.
So they run to the guy's house. And he's on the couch just drunk.
Do you want to go home, brother?
He's got the tiny.
Do you want to go home, brother?
The helicopter jumps up. He's cream corn.
Yeah, Michael J. White.
Great. I got to get around to seeing another one. That one he just came out with, the Outlaw Johnny Black. Because when the Outlaw Johnny Black, it's a Western version of that. Yeah.
There's also
Fucking. They should start carrying more cough drops for this shit. Apologize. Yeah, sorry. Anyway.
Dolomite is My Name is also a fantastic one.
Dolomite is my name. Fucking up, motherfuckers, is my game. I did love that shit.
I love Shaft. We can dig it. Who is the
the
man
complicated soul.
who don't cop out when he's around? Shaft. All right.
He's a bad mother.
Man,
Shut
I'm
your
just-
mouth.
I'm just talking about Shaft.
And we can dig it.
Sorry. It was literally on the radio a few nights ago because of Sonic Cinema, so I was like, oh, fuck yeah.
I used to watch Fresh Prince reruns a lot. He loved Shaft, and I watched the episode where he almost had a Shaft wedding like 4 times. I just remembered the
A
song.
Shaft wedding?
Oh, and here's the thing: the pianist. Everyone mentioned how great of an impression he does. The pianist was Isaac Hayes, so he was actually singing the Shaft theme song. It's a complicated
Nice.
man. No one understands him, but his woman.
That's got such a great fucking soundtrack.
Shaft.
Like the background beat is just so good.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun,
It's good shit.
If only we wouldn't get copyrighted again.
dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. You know what? Oh, wait. Thinking of similar though. I put this in our group chat because I learned this yesterday or was it this morning or some shit? Fucking Jason David Frank, the fucking White Power Green Ranger, appeared as a cameo bit character in fucking Family Matters, gets his ass kicked by Urkel.
Intriguing.
I was like, wait, what?
Indubitably.
I was like, because I saw somebody's like, I saw his like video compilation clips of Steve Urkel doing the Bruce Lee thing from Family Matters. I was like, well, I was like, I'll put this on for a few seconds because I remember those clips and be like, what the fuck? Or seeing it like as a kid or some shit, I'll be like, what the fuck is this shit? Why is Steve Urkel Bruce Lee or some shit? So I put it on. I'm like, and all of a sudden I look at the comments and one of them's like, R.I.P. Jason Frank. I'm like, what? And it's like, somebody goes, wait, where's Jason Frank? And it's like, right here. Go to that. Oh shit, that's really fucking him.
God damn.
This was 2 years after Power Rangers became a thing. So he was already kind of famous by then.
God damn.
What? I don't know. Just weird.
I don't know, man. I just work here on Tuesdays.
Today's Sunday.
Yes, it is. Oh, it was Urkel's side character from a foiled experiment.
Well, I thought it was like he combined himself with like Bruce Lee essence to make himself that, or did it make him split?
Stefan Urkel.
Well, okay, so I remember at first he becomes Stefan, and then they make them two separate people, but both played by the same person, like mirroring each other. And then Stefan just kind of fucks off at the end when they realize it. And then even then, Urkel was never supposed to be the main fucking character.
Nope.
He came in like halfway through the first season, was supposed to only be there for 3 episodes. Then everybody loved him so much that they just kept him the fuck around. He's not even related to the family. He's just their neighbor.
Yeah.
Which is weird because he basically takes over their lives completely. What the fuck was that?
I mean, a lot of times that happens with like shit, you know?
In fact, I think there was a side arc where like the oldest son becomes a cop and shit and gets shot at some point. And you're like, okay. And it's like, oh, did I do that? Like, what? He just got shot, and then Urkel, and you're like, yeah, okay, makes sense.
If you don't think about it.
Nope. Yeah, Family Matters was interesting.
Stefan was another failed experiment to get with Laura. Yep. You also had Puppet Urkel and Carl as the Halloween EPS.
The Halloween EPS?
Episode?
Oh, the episodes, okay. Well, I thought,
Halloween eps, yeah.
well, Halloween episodes, I think, were like supposed to be not fully canon. Were like the fucking Stefan Urkel and Bruce Lee shit was within the weird canon. What, them?
We got background characters.
People on the outside.
They're not real.
I'm on the outside. I'm looking in.
I'm on the outside.
I like feet.
Pants,
feet.
feet,
Pants.
Oh God.
Oh, have you seen the ones that's the guy? Have you seen the drummer guy who does? He's react to what Creed's music videos would actually sound like. Well, I just heard. Well, I'm ready. Yeah. You ever see like those edits where it's like the music videos without the music or how they'd actually sound? Like if you were listening to them in real life. Some of those are pretty fun.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen any of those?
Yeah, it's like the old literal trailers from Tabascus before you got fucking canned.
And now he's trying to come back and like redo them and bring it back and stuff. He's trying again.
He
also seems to hang out with like
stuff happened.
Isn't he also like been seen hanging around with like fucking some like alt-right
I don't know.
type guys? Or
I
some
don't
shit?
know. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't want to know. All I know is that Tobuscus used to be a person way back in the day, and ever since way back in the day, things happened.
He got canceled.
Yep.
Because of one of his ex-girlfriends.
Yep. And then
were those ever like fully backed up allegations, or were...
And then we stop.
I don't know. Whatever. You know who else disappeared? But wasn't because of bad reasons. Jenna Marbles.
I think she just had like some crazy fucking fans or something like that and couldn't take it.
I don't know. I just know she.
Which I could see.
Yeah.
There are some weird fucking people out on YouTube comment section. I'm looking at you, Superfan George.
See, because my wife used to watch the absolute shit out of her for a while. Then she stopped before she gave up or whatever. Then I just kind of stopped caring. Then I was like, found out it's like, yeah, she just completely disappeared altogether a few years ago. And I was like, neat. Good for her, I guess. Hopefully she got her money. Otherwise, he disappeared for fucking nothing.
Yeah, there was that. The fucking Justine? That's a person.
Oh, right. Was she the one who got was she the one who married iDubbbz, or was she the one who iDubbbz said the N-word at?
Neither. Tana Mongeau was the one that had the N-word iDubbbz stuff.
Right.
And the one that married iDubbbz is like some cam girl or something like that.
Yeah, she calls him to become a bitch.
But Justine was like back in the Jenna Marbles, Tobuscus, like early era, and she was like a big old Apple person.
Okay, I had no idea. My ex-wife didn't watch her, and she wasn't referenced to much in their other shit, so I wouldn't know.
Superfan George, Lord goes deep.
Lore?
Apparently, this is lore.
What, me talking about my ex-wife? Whatever.
Yeah, what lore are you talking about there, George? Are you talking about us, or are you talking about
like
old
YouTube?
Because good lord, we could talk about like Sky Does Minecraft or like Basher.
Was he the guy who himself?
I don't think he killed himself.
No, I think he passed away because of COVID, but he got canceled because people like kept accusing him of like out of context bullshit or something like that.
Kept accusing him of CP. What about
like CP? I think it was more kind of a grooming thing, but like
no, it was CP.
Was it?
Yeah, well, it wasn't CP. It was he was on a list because he had relations with an underage.
Oh right, he had Romeo Julieted it. This was yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. What about the pro Jared Kerfunkel? No, iDubbbz. Justine is a friend of Nerdy Nummies Rosa Pansino.
You know who I thought got weirdly unnecessary hate for a stupid reason? Although now I found out he deserves hate. The Adam 22 thing.
Which one's Adam 22?
He's the guy who with the porn star wife. So he was like he was on like the Fresh and Fit podcast or something. He was like a podcast or some bullshit like that, and he got with his wife, and they started doing like OnlyFans and a Pornhub channel where they would interview porn stars, and then they'd have like a threesome with them during the interview, or like at the end of the interview or some bullshit like that. And they filmed like 100.
All tastefully, of course. All very tastefully.
It's a fucking hardcore porn shoot. I don't give a shit. Whatever. Anyway, but like from the look of it, because I took a quick look at the channel when this started going around, there was like 100 fucking videos on this thing, at least plus. So at the very least, he's gone like over 2 digits worth of episodes, like 50 plus. So him and his wife have had like, she's gotten him laid with like 50 plus like porn stars and shit, and gets them like porn stars constantly. And then because they decide that okay, like she can expand her role and start doing guys or something like that. Now he's a fucking cuck and a bitch. Like, kind of like, dude, he was literally like constantly fucking some of the hot, like, biggest porn star, like, and like now because he decides like his wife, like I don't know, it's a weird double standard. And it turns out I just pulled a big crypto rug scam a little bit ago. I'm like, oh fuck this guy.
Talk to it, bro.
Yeah, her too. Although I don't think she really knew what she was like. She just was like signed her name off on it, like, with that one. I don't know. I don't think she like.
Hold on. So let's see. Superfan George says, "What is it with streamers and DMing minors?" Yeah. Thankfully, we don't stream. Going full Sonic Chew. They feel like they're so famous that they're untouchable because they can pay to sweep shit under the rug. George. That's Dougal's responding to George.
He's not wrong. I don't get it either because, like, as somebody who's a parent, have you ever actually looked at a child? They're disgusting. They're all smelly and sticky, and they don't shut the fuck up. Like, they're gross.
Really?
Yeah, no, like, ugh. But,
So,
yeah.
like, do you
Children
only
are-
want old people then?
No,
Because
no.
they're also like that.
Old people are gross. Okay, look, from like 19 until like 60.
But a cognitive.
So hold on,
functional
hear me out.
overload
Wait,
takes
hold
care
on.
of
Here,
itself.
hold on. Hear me
Although
out.
in my case, it'd be 21 to 60 because, but like in terms of like,
So wait. Once your wife turns 60, you're just done with her? Is that what you're saying?
No,
obviously
like,
not.
Here's the thing. What I'm saying right different from D is she's a
I'll be dead
cognitive,
blown before then.
functional, good-looking, ambulatory, like elderly woman. Oh yeah, I'd fuck her. You know what I'm saying?
We also know that you will fuck anything with a pulse.
No, once you get
No,
too
not
wrinklier,
exactly.
once you get too wrinkly, your hair's like white. It's kind of off for me.
Ma'am, what if they do that so they all have dirt on each other? I'm assuming that's the DMing of the children thing.
No, that's because that's a dumb fuck conspiracy. It's definitely more like they got big enough where they think that they could get it. Because here's what it is: it's once you get into a position of power, because they all fucking priests do it, teachers do it, cops do it, politicians do it.
That's what it comes down to. You have a position
once
of
you have a
power,
position of
and
power
you're gonna
over
abuse
people,
it,
yeah, that you start abusing
and you're
people
abusing
doing
it in the worst way.
And once to start that a lot of these people will get into power because they're fucking sociopathic anyway, so they just
Yeah, exactly.
and that's not targeting, but a generalization of once a person tends to get into a position of power of some sort, like they'll start to abuse it in a way, and they think that they can get away with it because they have said power. It's grooming and abuse.
Have you ever? This isn't a mob movie. Just a preface. It's a film. It's called Spotlight. It's
somehow we brought back around the original target with the mob movie reference.
It's not a mob movie, but it's
Sorry.
called Spotlight, and it's about how Boston Herald team. It's called Spotlight. They did investigative journalism. They found out just how bad the abuse was in the church, and especially in the Archdiocese of Boston. They found out just how bad and how deep it went. And when they first started, they were talking to this guy who he ran a support group of people who were abused by priests. And at the time, we were still operating, because this is the early 2000s, we were still operating on the false notion that they were gay priests and they were acting out their homosexuality against someone who couldn't rat them out. This guy opened their eyes and said that several of his group members are women. And like, there's women, there were girls that were there. It was like, yes, it wasn't a gay thing, it was a power thing. It was using the collar to abuse kids.
It's just like with it's
It was
not
opportunity.
It's like it's the same thing with like evangelical preachers, where they'll all of a sudden have like a fucking 19-year-old wife or baby mama after a little while.
Yep.
That just so that they have known since they were like 12.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's change the subject a little bit.
Kids, can we try not to be so dark?
This is
Simpsons
30-year-old
reference.
children. Can you try not to be so dark?
It's quite the topic. We try to be relatively lighthearted usually.
Try.
Yeah, but I mean, it seems though the dark stuff tends to get us views, so sometimes you got to lean into it.
Yeah, we don't have to spend 30 minutes on it though.
I know. I was going to try and change the subject and start bringing it back around and shit in a sec. It's just we were kind of weirdly going into.
Does Star Wars count as a mob film?
No.
Here's
Why
the
not?
thing, if you get into the old expanded universe, what is now called Star Wars Legends, a lot of those works are devoted to the galaxy's organized crime syndicates.
It's all about one family that's trying to take over the rule of the galaxy. Wants as much of the town as possible. This is his town. And golly, gosh, diggity darn it, if those cops or Jedi get in his way. It's a family business. He only wants his son to join him.
Call for Papa Palpatine.
So is Star Wars a mob movie? A really intricate mob movie.
Maybe.
I think Dune is a mob movie.
Explain.
It's about one family trying to take over the spice trade.
Another family resentful that the spice trade's getting taken from them, you know?
What do you guys think is a not mafia movie, but it's kind of a mafia movie if you really want to look at it as like a mafia movie? Like, it's about a family and they got an organized set of crimes and they're trying to do the thingy and it's a family business and there's a rival gang, a faction.
I mean, can we talk about like when it's like a kids movie doing a kids movie doing it, like a Shark Tale? Shark Tale is a mafia movie.
That is 100% a mafia movie.
Look, and isn't that Jack Black too? Who plays I think it's Jack Black, De Niro.
Oh my God,
The vegetarian shark, the gay shark.
Is he supposed to be gay or is he?
He's a vegetarian, but it's like it's a thinly veiled
is it supposed to be an analogy for gay? Okay.
Yeah.
Who would have thought De Niro, a fucking mob movie?
Lenny, eat the shrimp. Eat the shrimp.
I love how they give his shark his fucking mole. Did you notice that they gave the shark his fucking mole? That's the thing, like, because you know De Niro because of that fucking mole too.
This made me laugh as a kid. I love when as his brother's dying, Jack Black shark is like holding him. It's like, I'm cold. It's like, well, we're sharks. It's because you're cold blooded.
Mike,
yeah.
Mike.
It's like, you're cold blooded. You're a shark. That's what happens. The last thing his brother ever does before dying is smacks him. He's like, idiot. Dies. I'm like, you're such a schmuck. Your brother has to use his dying breath to remind you.
I love at the funeral when they go to just let his body go and it just starts floating through the surface. It's all wrapped up and shit.
Shark Tale's a little underrated.
Shark Tale, okay. If it wasn't for the fact that they really tried to do the weird CGI actor fish faces, it might have been a little bit better. Like, it might have been a little bit better received because, to be fair, very big-lipped Will Smith fish is not the best look. Because even Will Smith's lips were not that big too.
Yeah, but it was a kid's funny film.
But he's black with
funny
big lips.
He's
That's
right.
Kind of.
There was also the Rasta fish.
Yeah,
no, they weren't
talking
fishes.
about
They were jellyfishes.
They were talking about the fucking.
It's got fish in the title.
They're talking about the fucking the video game cheat codes. No, it's X, Y, triple down, square, square.
It's up, down, left, right, A, B, start. Right? Up, down, left, right, A, B, start.
No, I remember when they're playing with the corn dogs that they made faces with. Oh, Angie, talk to me. I'm about to lose him. I'm a wiener. Can
I always say, though, that Angelina Jolie fish weirdly can get it?
Talking about fishing.
Oh my god! Wait! Thinking of like weird, weird animal sex stuff. I just showed my wife the Zootopia abortion comic. Have you ever seen those?
No.
What is wrong with you?
Lots of things.
What is wrong with you?
Well, lots of things.
Wait, do you not know the Zootopia abortion comic?
Have you not met this man before?
Oh my God.
Your brother.
Okay.
Lots of things are wrong with
this
him.
Brazilian artist. He started doing Zootopia fan comics, right? And he made this whole black and white comic about Judy Hopps getting pregnant and wanting to get an abortion, and Nick flipping out. Right? Nick is the fox.
I mean, it would be a non-violent loss, right, when you get down to it.
Well, they get into it about how like it could be a genetic freak about her career and stuff. Exactly. Like he actually gets into like, and there's sequel comics too. There's 2 more of these things, by the way. But, no. The best part is somebody did an edit of it where they replaced the abortion thing with him freaking about the local Arby's closing down. It's so much funnier. Because I kind of like Arby's, so for whatever reason, that just really hits to me. No, okay. I will admit, if there is one Arby's fan alive, it is me. If there are no Arby's fans left, I am dead. I like the French dip. Weirdly fucking hits, especially if you put some of the horseradish sauce on it.
My father-in-law loves it.
And there's buffalo sauce isn't that bad. So like you get like a buffalo slider and a French dip, and you got yourself a pretty decent fucking meal.
What do you do to Jackson?
Really? Did the Zootopia abortion comic thing break you that hard?
Superman George says that Arby's is awful.
Look, when I was in North Carolina, the Arby's were a lot better too. We'll say that.
What was it, yo?
The brisket's not bad too, especially if you get it down south because they give a shit about their brisket.
Golly. Unfortunately, I knew exactly where you were going with that fucking Zootopia thing.
Have you seen the two sequel comics? Because the second one is like whatever. Besides the fact that you find out that Judy's a lesbian now, shocker. But the third one, they straight up, dude, because I know you're never gonna run to read it, dude. The third one, they JFK Judy Hopps. I'm not joking. Like he recreates like stills. He recreates stills from like the Zapruder film and that shit.
You know what's a fun fan comic?
Which one?
When Patrick realizes that he is the Krabby Patty.
Oh yeah, Bikini Bottom. Oh my god, that one's good. Okay. So this. Okay, so
do you know it?
If you're on Reddit too, you should know this. If you've been on I'm sorry John, you'll know this one because so okay. So we'll get into the I'm sorry John stuff in a second because this is where it originated from. It's from that stuff. It was from the non-Garfield Saturdays, and it was basically it's a comic where Patrick goes native, and he starts like eating everything. Starting with SpongeBob, where he like absorbs and digests them, and
not starting with SpongeBob.
Well, no, because SpongeBob was the first. He eats SpongeBob, and he starts eating other people. Then he goes after Mr. Krabs.
No, he doesn't eat SpongeBob first. SpongeBob actually is one of the guys to fight Patrick at the end.
Yeah, that's because SpongeBob came back because he was left a few cells left. Yeah, he's gone for a whole while. He dies for a little while first, and then he comes back. Like you think he's
Squidward gets yoked.
Yeah, Squidward becomes a giant kaiju-sized squid, octopus and stuff, and
so does Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick becomes a giant kaiju starfish that starts absorbing and eating people, the whole town and stuff. And then Sandy becomes mermaid squirrel, where she gets like a beaver tail and stuff because she gets Mermaid Man's costume.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing was though because Mr. Krabs is like harvesting like a Patrick, because you know how Patrick in that one episode he has the arm and he cuts off his own arm and it becomes another evil Patrick at the end of the episode. Yeah, so they do that, but he takes and uses Patrick's like arm meat to be Krabby Patties. But then like
because it turns out starfish meat is apparently tasty.
Yeah, I guess Patrick might be tasty because he eats everything. Bit of flavor of all of it, but so yeah,
is that a South Park reference?
A little bit, yeah. You know?
Asperger's.
Yeah, Asperger's. But yeah, so
yeah,
they
the front and the back.
Yeah, no, it's but then like he accidentally
it's kind of fun.
It's
very well done.
Yeah, no, the art's really good. I would recommend it. I don't know if it's just Bikini Bottom horror or like I don't know the actual name of it, but yeah, I recommend that one. That's a good one.
Yeah, and it actually like goes pretty hard. The fights are pretty good.
The problem is sometimes it's depending on your source, the chapter quality could be a little ass based off the re-uploader.
Mm-hmm.
Try and find the original source stuff from Reddit if possible.
Yeah. You also might not get all the chapters sometimes.
Yeah, that one too. It's like 35 chapters, I think.
I don't know. It's surprisingly long.
Well, it started off, it was like a 1 page per chapter, and then he started doing like 2 or 3 pages per chapter, but he didn't go past like 2-3 pages per chapter.
That's what I mean, though. Like, it's surprisingly long for
Yeah.
what it is.
But yeah, no, so that started from the I'm Sorry John subreddit, which is where people take Garfield and turn him into more and more eldritch and disturbing horror creatures. You don't know that one or not?
I don't.
It's an interesting play. I don't know how active it is anymore or not, but that was an interesting one for a while. It got weird because they also started clashing with like legitimate hardcore Garfield fans, which is a thing.
Yeah.
And then they think they just kind of ended up accepting each other. Are you going to look at buttholes on Reddit again while we're streaming?
I'm not looking at buttholes on Reddit.
Not this time.
That last time was a coincidence.
Last time was a coincidence. Dude, I told you have to have a separate account for the not safe for work stuff and a main account for your regular
I
shit.
told you what happened. I told you how my NSFW account got turned into my main account.
Nah, you don't let that happen. You just make a new second account. It's obvious.
Obviously.
You got some more comments?
Yeah, it's George saying, I mean, the meeting with the pufferfish, they already knew each other. That's in reference to the car wash at Shark Tales, because somebody said you got to, because Dougal said you have to explain that to me. And then he asked, have you seen Ozark?
That's the TV show with the guy from
That is a TV show.
Is that what it is? Ozark with the guy from Arrested Development.
Bateman?
I think Bateman, yeah. The main guy, George Michael, right?
George Bluth. George Michael Bluth.
Is it George Michael Bluth? And then his son is also George Michael Bluth Jr.?
I think it's, Jason Bateman.
Right, yeah, okay.
I think it's George Bluth and then George Michael Bluth.
Is George Michael Bluth a reference to the singer?
What?
Michael George. Singer, no?
What?
You know what I'm talking about?
George
Michael's.
George
Michael.
Is it George Michaels or Michael? George Michaels the singer, whatever.
George Michael was a singer. I think Faith.
It's Michael Bluth and then George Michael Bluth.
So that might be a reference to George Michael, the singer, yeah.
There's also Tobias.
You gotta have faith, faith. Tobias.
And maybe.
Tobias the one with the who loses his hand? Or is that
No, that's Buster.
That's okay.
Tobias blews himself.
Right.
I blew myself.
I just know Gob is Gob because he's an illusionist.
Tricks are for whores.
Tricks are for whores, daddy.
Tricks are something a whore does for money.
Right. Caw, caw. Gets his ass kicked in Mexico for it.
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen Arrested Development?
No.
Really?
Really?
It's all right. You're not missing too much.
So
Except that the fact that there's always money in the banana stand.
there's always money in the banana stand.
There's always money in the banana stand.
So, okay. It's about like a not crazy wealthy family, but like a wealthy real estate family. And the father gets arrested on some shit. Insider trading or some bullshit. Or, no, I think it was treason.
Jeffrey Tambor.
Yeah, Jeffrey Tambor. Oh, so you have seen it?
I haven't seen it, but I know of it.
Yeah. The first 4 seasons, the first 4 original are pretty good. The one that the stuff Netflix does is okay.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, you don't have
They're
to.
twins, Jeffrey Tambor.
Oh yeah, Jeffrey Tambor's twins.
Not to spoil it, but
Yeah.
fuck it. It came out in like 2005.
Yeah. It's a while ago now.
At least initially it came out in 2005. It's an older show. But it checks out. George says Black Mass, Whitey Bulger.
Yeah.
I think we
Whitey Bulger,
referenced that
Black
recently.
Mass. That's a good one.
Recently. Didn't we reference that one of our episodes recently too? I feel like we did. Whatever. Anyway. Yeah, no, yeah, because I think Whitey got pissed off at how he was portrayed in the film or something like that. Because he's still alive. Or was at the time. I don't know if he's still alive now. Or
He's dead.
no.
He got.
But he was alive when the movie came out.
He got murdered instead.
Really?
He was on the street for 30 years. He met a lot, and he was on the top. He met a lot of enemies.
Makes sense. Now, was he the guy, like the ice guy who just would straight up murder people on the street
No,
sometimes?
that was a guy from New Jersey. That was Richard Kuklinski. He alleged that he was a hitman for Roy DeMeo, but that's been disputed. There's a good chance he was a contract killer, but
He was number one.
But yeah, he claimed he like poison people on the street or like
yeah, he claimed he had other methods of killing people and shit.
he would just for practice he would just randomly choose people and, like stick them with poison or some bullshit or whatever. Sometimes he'd claim. Yeah, he was a. Did they make a movie about him or no?
Yeah, they did.
What was
Michael
that one?
Shannon was in it. It's called The Iceman. That was what the press called him.
Oh, okay.
Because what he did eventually, he wouldn't leave his victims. He would take them and he would put them in a deep freeze in a warehouse he owned. And then months later, he would take it out and then leave it out. Because it was frozen, they wouldn't know it was dead a few months. They'd think it was fresh dead.
Interesting.
It would throw off the time. It would throw off the whole investigation because it would be looking in the wrong spot, all that shit.
What you checking out over there?
Nothing.
Okay.
Ignore me.
I'll choose to.
Kuklinski, the real Kuklinski, he had a brother who was imprisoned in the late 60s for basically for raping a 12-year-old girl. And
See that? Yeah.
at one point during Kuklinski's imprisonment, because he got arrested in prison, I believe in the late 80s, early 90s. Eventually, at one point, they were in the same prison together. And Kuklinski, he was allowed to have interviews at several points during his imprisonment. He did have one. And he did mention that a couple of times at the institution. He's like, I got a treat. He's like, sometimes I get to see my brother in the hallway. We wouldn't even know.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how you doing?
I remember my time as a CEO. That was interesting.
I remember my time on a submarine. That was interesting. I still talk to some of them.
What was it like on a submarine, Jackson?
Tight.
Understood.
Yes, thank you for answering me.
No, I wasn't like asking it like in any other way. I was just asking what it's like to like be on a submarine.
You get used to it. Yeah, it's weird at first.
Is it? We got more comments? What we saying?
Yeah, it's Dougal saying, do we have a movie based on Teflon Don?
Yeah, we have a couple. There's
There's
a Gotti
there's the Apprentice that just came out like a year or two ago, and then I think he shows up in the Gotti film, yeah, and I think he kind of plays a semi role in a few historic kind of biopic films here or there. That's not to mention his one or two film appearances where he just kind of appears, like in Home Alone 2. Do you remember that?
I know who you're talking about now. I like you. That's good.
Is this not what we're talking about with Teflon Don?
No, we're talking about John Gotti, right?
Is that?
You're thinking about, yeah, that's what the press called John Gotti. You're thinking of the guy who is currently the 47th president of the United States.
I mean, that's what I've seen some people calling him too.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It is Mr. John Gotti.
Okay. My bad. Fuck if I know. I'm sorry. Like I said, I've heard
John Gotti, I've heard some of the FBI surveillance tapes with him on it. Some of his fucking zingers and one-liners are top fucking tier. Horrible human being. Great comedic timing.
Dougal's Teflon Don was indeed Gotti.
Thank you.
Sorry,
whatever.
sir.
I apologize for my weird tone. Ignore me. Whatever. Anyway. Well, yeah, there was the wasn't he played by fucking Travolta in that film?
At one point, yes.
It was
An earlier
really
film-
bad.
In an earlier film, he was played by Armand Asante, and that was considered a good one.
Wait a minute.
Wait, who?
Do you mean the film Gotti? Like
Yeah.
that was a film, Gotti?
Yeah.
Yeah, with Travolta.
Oh,
And everybody hated him.
Oh god, yeah, that was bad.
Just like he did that wasn't he also like he played the lawyer, OJ's lawyer or something, or am I thinking of somebody else? Just recently in that TV show.
Who, Travolta?
Who played Who played the lawyer, like the Kardashian lawyer in that American Crime Story show that was supposed to be about the O.J. Simpson trial?
Not too sure.
I could have sworn that was because it was like because everybody was like, oh, like what is like fucking Kim K going to say about this shit or something? And she's like, yeah, whatever. Just don't be a dick about it. Oh man, what the fuck? Who was the actor who played him for that one?
I don't know.
Your mama.
Who
Do you remember the American Crime Story TV show? It was supposed to technically be like I think it was the same people who did American Horror Story, but it was supposed to be like a similar thing where they're going to do like a what's the word, anthology series where it was like every season would be focusing on like in a different American big true crime story. The first season they did was the O.J. Simpson one, and then the second one I think they did, and then it just kind of got canceled from there. Is American Horror Story
Google
still
said
going?
I confused him with the guy they allegedly buried under the Giants stadium as the Teamster.
Oh, Hoffa.
Jimmy
Jimmy
Hoffa.
Hoffa.
Yeah, he
That
wasn't a
was the
mafia guy
Irishman.
though. He was a
A union guy. He was
yeah, he
the
was a
president
union
of
rep. He
Teamsters
was the
Union.
president. Yeah,
He did collaborate extensively with the mafia in labor and
Oh,
union
yeah.
racketeering activities.
yeah, that's what
But
got him.
he was an independent operator. He was a big shot. He had his own power.
Yeah, no.
He was the biggest labor leader in the country in a time when organized labor was a big fucking deal. So
Yeah, then MythBusters tried to find him in like not Jets,
Giants.
Giant Stadium, right? Yeah, the seventh
7-yard line.
bump,
Yeah.
whatever it is. And I think the ground penetrating radar proved nothing.
Yep.
And then I think they tried looking at one other place too
Yeah, they tried 1 or 2 places apparently.
for that, and then they just like, all right, yeah, we're never gonna find him.
Woo!
Well, except for that one time that Jim Carrey found him. Bruce Almighty.
It's a joke, obviously.
Really? You don't remember that one?
The minute you said Jim Carrey, I'm like, yes, it's a joke.
I knew it was a joke, but I just didn't remember
The reference.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. When they're doing like the cop dog training, and then it's like so he makes Jimmy's Hoffa's body just appear in the middle of the.
Yeah. I remember that now.
It was also like
Wasn't that like one of his news stories or something?
he is supposed to be. Yeah, he's like, oh, I think there's going to be a bigger deal here in a minute, and then he's like, make Jimmy Hoffa appear, and he's like, he starts covering it while he makes the other guys' vans shit, equipment shit. Yep, and then he does. Then he goes and like makes a meteor strike or some shit like that to cover. Yeah.
Remember when he starts feeling guilty and just answers yes to every prayer? And
Yeah.
that everybody won the lottery, so
It's
the
not
lottery
even-
means shit
it's not
right
even-
now.
It's not even that he feels guilty. He just doesn't want to answer them all. So he just, out of laziness, goes yes to all.
And it's not everybody's prayers too. It's only like a chunk of Manhattan's prayers.
No, it is yes to all.
I know, but in the movie, God flat out says he's not sending him every prayer. He's only sending him basically Manhattan's prayers.
That was Buffalo. I thought they lived in Buffalo.
Whatever, Buffalo, yeah. New York. It's somewhere in fucking New York. I am a little girl and I like to do the cha-cha. No?
He is still referencing Bruce Almighty.
Fuck. I forgot the melatonin gummies.
Ah!
Personal home stuff. Sorry.
Ha! Got him.
I want to be a woman. I want to be called Loretta. When I have babies.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Life of Brian.
Yeah.
That reminded me of I'm a little girl. I'm like, I want to be Loretta.
Then you know
All
what?
right, so what if we agree that you have the right
Right.
to have babies, even though you can't actually have babies?
Okay. That's it. There you go. It's the whole fucking conundrum, people.
I mean, really, what are the Romans giving us?
Except for roads, libraries, the aqueducts, safety.
But what have the Romans given us lately? Well, I didn't vote for him. A watery bint lobbing around scimitars is no means to form of government.
That's from Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Yep. Slightly different movie.
A roaring tart, a shitty scimitars from a punt, is no basis for a form of government.
A moist bint. That's the line.
Moist bint. I like that.
But he does say something involving a tot.
Oh, God, I found some lovely filth here.
Help, help, I'm being oppressed.
Help! I'm being oppressed. He turned me into a newt. A newt?
I got
I
better.
got better.
Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead.
I'm not dead yet.
Hey, sir, he's not dead yet.
Come back next week.
Ah, come on, mate. It's just, you know.
Uh,
Can you help me out? Nah, I'm going to go to the Robinsons.
We gotta
They've lost
stop.
an
We gotta
eye
stop
today.
this though, because otherwise we're just going to become the stereotype where everybody where a group of guys always just ends up making jokes about Monty Python.
I'm sorry, we leaned into the stereotype.
Everybody knows that when a group of male guys get together and hang out, it eventually just evolves into them making Monty Python jokes.
This is a guy.
This is a gun. Is it a helicopter? Who's just upset I got it so fast?
Are you being bad, man? I'm bad, man.
I'm a bat.
Don't bring it up. I was a boy.
They're not dead. They're just sleeping.
Now I'm a bat.
They're just sleeping.
They're just sleeping. Look at them all tuckered out.
I see what's happening. No, my parents are upstate and a farm. I get Christmas cards from them every time.
What
You
you
know-
did to Dr.
What-
Fishy
what?
is what you did to these men.
I ever fed these men?
What is Batman sound like Donald Trump all of a sudden?
I mean, that's not even getting into the best one. You know the one I'm thinking of. A is for Alfred.
I don't think that's the best one.
Really?
Mhm.
Honestly, that one is. So you're saying that if I push this button just right, there's an explosion?
So to understand this reference, people, because I'm sure that there's at least one person watching that doesn't understand this reference. Check out what used to be College Humor.
I think it's now Dropout.
Bad man instead of Batman. Spelled the same way except with a B instead of a T.
A D instead of a T.
That's what I said.
It said
Whatever.
B.
Nope.
That's what he said. Anyway,
It's what I said.
that's what he said.
And
Sure it is.
with that, you will be able to have like a 12-part miniseries that's like almost 3 hours long, I think.
Is it that whole thing?
It's a
Oh my God,
while.
right, yeah.
But it's great humor,
I love
at
So
least
you're right,
in my
Brett.
opinion. That one's one of my favorites. I don't know if it is my favorite, but it's one of my favorites.
How many fingers am I holding up under my cape? I'll save you the guess. It's just the one. S stands for hope. Right? Hope starts with an H. Stupid.
That's a good one. I really like the Scarecrow one.
Oh, Roombas. They're like tiny robotic Alfreds. Who I don't know.
where to go. Shoot him again. No. Oh wow, that's a deep reference. Most people know me as Goose McKenzie.
Baths. You get
See, that makes sense to me. Bats,
No.
because you're a bat, and
baths. You get just as clean from a shower, but with a third less water. Sleeveless t-shirts. Your torso stays warm, but what of your arms?
Tickly keys, bumper babies, not for bats. Okay, that one's fun. Hold on. I gotta try this with somebody else. What do you see? Maggots, flames.
See, that makes sense. Doesn't he spray himself too?
No, he lights Batman on fire, and he's like, "Actually, this is kind of refreshing."
Right, yeah. How does it feel to have something long and hard penetrate into you?
I like how Dougals and George are just talking about like actual like nonsense involving the mafia, and we're over here making dumb
Well,
references.
what are they saying? Tell me.
Oh, what are they saying? Okay.
Well, fuck you, Jackson.
Well, fuck you, Jackson.
You're not my type.
My name is Jackson. Yeah, see how we stopped?
Let's see. If they wanted to find, okay, so Dougal says that if they wanted to find Jimmy Hoffa, they need to search for concrete in the Hudson. The most popular way of offing people was brick shoes. They would chain bricks to dead bodies. Wait, what? Lame accent. I'm assuming that was in reference to our Monty Python because that's when that came out. Then they sing like they have brick shoes. South Park actually covered it with the Tooth Fairy episode, and how lame it was.
2000.
And how lame it was. True, so many better ways like mulching or feeding to sharks or composting. No, bro, feed to pigs. Of course I've here you bury them 12 feet, put on an animal on top, then about 6 feet, then plant an endangered plant on top level so it can't be dug up. But there are ways around that, right? You can dig around the plant to replant it. And now they're all cut up with that.
So the biggest problem with the concrete shoes thing is like there's a decent chance that the body can like separate from the feet, and with bloat will just rise back up to the top.
Yeah,
because like fish can eat the feet right off.
Thanks, George.
Knife time.
Knifey Spoony?
Oh, I've seen you play Knifey Spoony before. I'd call him Gollywhoppers, I would.
Are you going to do your little spiel about the knife?
Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, do your little like, share, comment,
I mean,
subscribe.
It's been about 2 hours. You can get that.
Do your little like,
Yeah,
share,
I've
comment, subscribe.
Oh my god, okay. So once we get
Why is this such a hassle for you?
So when we get to 300...
Please don't. Please don't.
Anyway, so when we get to 500, we do the Through the Looking Ass Pornhub channel. Subscribers, by the way. 500 subscribers. We do Through the Pornhub, through the Looking Ass Pornhub. It's reviewing old Playboys. When we get to 1,000, we have the
750 Sprite Boy.
All right, Sprite Boy 750. Keep reading.
Thank you, Pat.
Thank you, Pat. That's going to be in our background whenever we get our. And then at 1,000, we're marrying some people because I'm an ordained minister.
Force Mary.
Forcing them to get married. You know who you are. 1,001, we're giving away a Lego Humvee.
How about me?
What?
How about force me to get married?
Nobody's talking to you.
Oh, thank God.
Mind your panel.
Mind the profanity.
1,001 Lego Humvee.
Giving that away.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John. I think next is 2,500. We got the two things. We got Superfan Charles is getting a tattoo on his nipple. Going to be that Assassin's Creed logo.
Superfan Charles.
Superfan George is getting us a sword for the background, an Edo katana. I think the next one is 10,000. 10,000, making a neck knife version of this from the guy who made it. I'm going to give that away to a subscriber out of my own pocket, I suppose. Yeah. 10,000 is that. What's next after that?
Millie.
Oh, yeah, right. 1 million. We're going to go to Joe Rogan's house. We're going to steal his sword. We're going to kidnap him. We're going to bring him back to studio, feed him ketamine, and do a whole bunch of episode stuff.
We're not going to feed him ketamine.
We might feed him some ketamine.
We won't. For legal reasons.
I might, for legal reasons.
He won't. For legal reasons.
Fine, I'll go get some toads and lick the toads.
He won't. For
We
legal
might lick the
reasons.
toads.
I'll feed him the ketamine and get him the
He'll
toast.
do it for me for legal reasons.
For legal
Nope.
reasons. For legal reasons.
Nope.
I'm doing it my own volition. I'll do ketamine.
I mean, you act like
and
you act like
toast.
Joe Rogan.
Rogan.
You act like Joe Rogan himself might not be into the whole idea if we actually get big enough too.
You got a ketamine and toast lick? I mean, I'm down. How many subscribers you got?
Right. What?
Superfan George says, just say it's green tea. And Dougal says, knife edge death match for the Yu Yu Hakusho fans. I think Dougals wants to fight you.
Who, me?
Is that what you meant by that, Dougals, with the knife edge death match?
That was a pretty fun moment from Yu Yu Hakusho. That whole tournament was good.
Oh, the Dark Tournament. It's so good.
Have you ever seen Yu Yu Hakusho?
I've seen like brief parts of it, like in the beginning and shit.
It's a good anime. It's a good anime.
Honestly, you just need to watch the Dark Tournament and then stop. There's nothing else that happens afterwards. I mean, there's a little bit, but there's nothing else that happens afterwards. It's
Wasn't the Dark Tape arc not that bad though?
Dougals. George, are you saying that you want Dougals to fight you, or that you want D to fight you? And Dougals is saying no, it's an episode. So you don't want a knife edge death match with one of us? Okay, whatever. You know, it's up to you. If you don't want a knife edge death match, it's all right. It's all good.
Okay. I can't kill people anyway. We know this one.
Yeah, but you don't have to kill them.
But it's a death match. It's in the name.
If they're unconscious, it's fine. Just play by when they had the death match with Karapika and what's his name in Hunter x Hunter, and it was a death match or until somebody forfeits.
Isn't that where the guy yanks the guy's heart out?
Nope, that's Killua.
Right. Yep. Okay, sorry. Slightly mixed up. That's still a pretty hard moment, though. Have you seen the moment for Hunter x Hunter?
So wait, Superfan George, did you want Dougals to fight you, or did you want to fight one of us? Because I'm still confused by that. And then Dougals says he fights an Aussie and headbutts him for the win.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
So in Hunter x Hunter, there's like one of the hard scenes is one of the two main characters. He's an assassin, and he like has like lightning speed powers.
Killua.
He goes to fight a guy, and the guy's like, "Oh, this is gonna be easy. I'll just take this kid out." And then Killua just disappears, come behind him, and then goes, "Oh, here, you can have this back," and just gives him his still beating heart in a little baggie.
Mhm.
Because he rips it out of his chest.
Yeah. Except at this point, Killua doesn't have his lightning powers, and the guy that he's up against is a serial killer who's on death row.
So either way, it's fine.
Yeah.
Still, though, it's a hard moment.
Yeah, we were supposed to have an episode on Hunter x Hunter.
However, the guy did not get back to us.
Yeah. So,
If he's available, though, in the future, please, by all means.
but it is what it is.
If you want to be a guest and talk about whatever you feel like for an hour and a half or however long, by all means, please contact us. We have various ways. We're on Instagram. He's Stumbling Down History Road.
He's stumbling down history.
I'm just stumbling.
He's Fat Bottom Baby Boy in 3.
Man.
Honestly, he forgot the login to the first two accounts,
Yeah.
so he just keeps making new ones.
Come this time next week, he'll be Fat Bottom Baby Boy 5. Sorry. Can they message us through the channels or not? I don't know. I mean, you can comment.
They can leave a comment, and then they can get our Instagram info that way.
Yeah.
Or they can email.
Can we put like our not our emails, we should put like our Instagrams in our bio maybe? That link tree, that shit.
Yeah, we probably could.
We should set up a Shopify.
And Shopify what?
Nah. I like an
Quaker
answer.
Space Laser t-shirts. No. Why not?
Make me the Quaker Space Laser t-shirts. I'll wait.
Your Quaker Space Laser t-shirt. You said make you.
Do you need this?
Yes.
Oh,
Where's that phone?
fuck off. I can make dad jokes. I'm a dad.
He is. He can make that jokes. Make a dad joke at me.
Do you need this?
No. It's empty.
Anyway.
just looking for something to hit him with. And I can't use Jeff. I respect Jeff. It's a valuable third mic.
He really brings the conversation.
He is a valuable third mic.
You know who
Unfortunately, Paulie is like missing.
you forgot Paulie. We forgot Paulie.
I didn't forget Paulie. He didn't want to be on the episode. Shame.
Oops.
Yeah, just like how Jeff sometimes doesn't want to be on the episode.
Do you want a shoe to hit him with? I can give you a shoe.
Are you at the mic, or are you just like?
Do you want a shoe? Do you want a shoe to hit him with? I can give you a shoe.
Can
I have my
can
own
you
shoe.
Speak into the mic a bit more.
I have my own.
Oh, you think I'm wearing a wire? Speaking to the mic, bitch. Breaking Bad reference for those who don't know.
You're Breaking Bad.
I gotta light my cigarette.
I got these tiny hands.
I've never been to a boxing match like this before. What do you mean? Every Italian in Quahog is here, and they're all eating sandwiches. Hey man, watch your crumbs. Get new grinder on my grinder.
Are you telling me you still watch Family Guy?
No, this is from years ago, dickweed.
That's still on though.
Yeah, it is
Surprising.
sad.
Same thing with American Dad.
However, American Dad actually did get pretty good for a while. I don't know.
It
if it's
hopped channels too to TBS. So
Yeah,
it also changed.
honestly, like that whole season where they ended with the with Jeff getting abducted, like starting with that season, which was also the end of the Fox era, that's where it really started getting pretty good. Then you bring in the next where they bring it back.
Look, all I know is that Stewie Griffin and Brian Griffin are too much. They're way too much.
They've gotten a bit much in their
Good
characterization. Yeah.
Lord, have they gotten too much?
Well, because they basically stopped Stewie being evil. Like that's gone now.
He's just an adult baby
Yeah, and kind of gay. Or
Kinda?
bisexual.
and very in the closet.
So he has to be bi because he's had canonical romances with with female characters.
So is this. That doesn't make him straight.
I get bi.
I am
Bi is a
bisexual,
thing.
dickwad.
Are you sure?
Yes, asshole.
I thought you canonically said you were a tri. Not wrong.
No violence on the podcast.
Says the one trying to throw things.
I wouldn't be the one
That's
committing it.
that's a domestic dispute.
But
Y'all
I
brothers,
wouldn't-
It's a domestic dispute. That's
I wouldn't be the
down.
one committing the said act of violence. The whatever object you get hit with is the one that would be committing said object of violence.
Sure.
I am just the perpetrator of the act.
I feel so alive for the very first time.
We're back to singing.
What? I like it's if it's not a TV or movie show reference, it is a song reference. I'm sorry. It's not my fault I can remember everything, so I can pull up a situation for everything.
You can remember everything.
I mean, not everything, but you know what I mean. I have a very, very good memory, despite how much pot I smoke.
Really interesting. So, what happened in Amarillo, Texas in 1969, baby?
69, obviously. It was 1969, man.
Who cares?
Bam. Shut me down.
But
Can
you know what I
take
mean,
me
like,
to
I
the
have,
house
like-
soon?
What?
Can you take me to the house soon?
Yes. All right, you want to go home? I understand.
I'm also very hungry again.
Oh, right. There's more food there. We left our Dominoes at the house.
Yeah, just give it another 50 minutes.
Of course. 15 minutes.
5-0.
Dick weed.
Our live streams technically usually ad for about 3 hours.
Fine.
I mean,
Almost
yes,
there.
I can count.
we
Can
can't.
you?
Yes, I have decent eyes. Let's get
Do
208,
you want me to check
209.
the back for a slice of pizza for you?
Maybe.
I could hold off on eating. I am fine for the second.
You know what?
However,
I'll be strong.
if you need a snack, I don't mind it. It gives me a chance to stretch my legs and unflex my ass.
Okay. And unflex your ass. Do you have a groove in the seat yet, Homer?
We don't need to elaborate.
Purposely left. vague enough to fuck with you. Oh, Christ.
And he's gone.
I mean, if you guys want to play with the chat, go the fuck ahead.
So,
And he's gone.
and Scott.
That's a South Park reference. So, how have you been there, person?
Getting screwed over with mechanic costs the last few months, but what are you gonna do?
Is it because you keep breaking your car?
First time was an accident. The first time that was my fault. The second time, I don't know what the fuck happened.
At the mic. Just
The first
Just
time I
scoochie.
did get in an accident that could have been totally avoidable, but
You either got a Sicilian slice or some sort of grandma slice, which is like fresh mozzarella and tomato, it seemed, type thing.
I'll take the Sicilian slice.
Sure, back in a sec.
Thanks.
so elaborate. The first car was
First one was
accidents.
the first one was an accident.
Accidents.
Okay, fine. No. Here's the thing. It was only one accident I got into the last few months.
The first car was accidents.
Yeah, the first car was accidents, but the last accident wasn't my fault. It was some motherfucker coming at me at 50 miles an hour.
Second car was
Well, I got into an accident not too long after I got it, but then I got it fixed, and then I got into another accident a few months ago, and that one was my fault. What?
How bad do you want it?
What are you
And-
talking about? How bad do I want it?
and did you get the most recent accident fixed?
It wasn't an accident. The most recent one, my rear differential blew. I don't know.
Wait. So you're on your third car now?
No, this is not my third car. I
Yeah,
had
so
it
your
fixed.
second car.
Yes.
You said that you had an accident, wasn't your fault on the second car.
No.
And then
You didn't listen to me.
I'm
On the
trying
first
to.
car, I said in the first car, the last accident I had, the one that destroyed it, that wasn't my fault. That was some bitch coming at me at like 50 miles an hour.
And then
30
you
mile an
had
hour
another
road.
accident on the second car. That one was your fault.
Yeah, both of them.
Okay.
I had two. I had one not too long after I got it, and then I had one not too long ago. I've had this car like maybe a year and a half.
You've had this car this long?
Yeah.
And then the rear diff blew.
Yeah.
How many accidents have you had in total?
I wouldn't call the rear diff one an accident.
I didn't call that an accident. I said, how many accidents have you had in total?
Honestly, like 5. I got my license 4 years ago, I think.
Not how many bad accidents have you had. This includes like hitting into guardrails or posts.
I don't do that.
What happened with the license with the front license plate?
That was when I first started driving, and that was at my old house, that parking lot, because of that tree that was overgrowing.
But did you still hit something?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I'm asking.
I haven't done that since then. That's what I'm saying.
How many accidents have you had is what I'm saying. I
I
count that
told-
as an accident,
I told you 5.
including that one.
Yes. Well, 6, I guess.
Do you
Interesting.
want it hot or do you want it warm or do you want it crispy?
Hot's good.
About 30 more
Superfan George, I'm glad you're
All right.
enjoying this. He's going to be full on eating his words before the slice. Interesting. Oh, he's just roasting Keenan.
What did he say? I hardly heard what he said.
He said, "What's up with the Afro baby tattoo?"
It's from a Notorious B.I.G. album.
Do you want to show it off a little?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Then why'd
Oh.
you cover it up?
Well, because it's called this a shirt. This is the tattoo.
You're being blocked by a water bottle and a Jeff.
Fuck you, Jeff.
No, I'm not putting it closer for that.
This is from Notorious B.I.G.'s first album, Ready to Die.
There's a microphone there.
Thank you, Jackson.
If you can't hear you in the headset, they can't hear you.
I probably heard me halfway.
George says that he's had 8 accidents, but George, you've also had a driver's license for how long? You've had a lot.
Yeah, but like not serious ones. I think I maybe had 3 at most.
Not what I said. And then he goes, he thought it was your kid.
What?
He thought that the Afro baby was your kid, thought it was your kid, McLovin. That's the exact turn of phrase that he said.
That's what all the old Spanish ladies at my first job used to tell me when I first saw this tattoo. I thought that was your baby.
If you smell any burning, it's because there's a teeny bit of cheese left back there.
Thank you.
Wait, George, you've had 32 accidents
best.
total? You've had 32 accidents total, George.
Thank you, Dave.
How long have you been driving? George, I'm not trying to kink shame here, but how many?
32, huh?
You know who's got a weird kink? Elon Musk. It's clearly for lawsuits.
Clearly for power.
Whatever. It's a joke.
Since you were 15, so you're 32-ish now, which means that, about 17 years worth of driving. Okay. And you've had 32 accidents.
It's at least 2 a year.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, about a little under, but just about.
No,
It
it's not
is.
under.
That's just about 2 a year.
No. That's
Are these-
17 years. So 17 and 17 would be 34. That's 2 a year. So just under 2 a year if it's
Pretty
about.
sure it's 32. He might be a little older.
No, it's 34.
No, I said I'm pretty sure he's 32. George.
So if it's been 17 years, it's at 32 accidents. That's a little under 2 accidents a year then. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what it averages out to.
Not good at driving. Apparently good at math.
Yes, I've only been a cashier for 10 years.
Wait.
That explains so much.
Now, are these like serious accidents
Fuck
or
you,
like
too.
all told like little fender benders to full things?
I don't know.
Because
George stopped replying.
I've totaled 2 cars. One of them wasn't mine. My ex-girlfriend. And it wasn't even. I didn't even. I literally had just.
Georgie's crafting his reply.
You know when you think when it thinks it turns green but it doesn't, so you have that moment where you go forward.
All right, so
I did that and it destroyed the car that I was in's fucking radiator or some shit. So they were just like, fuck it, total it. I don't know. It could have been fixed. Maybe if they felt like putting the money into it, like just fucking say it's totaled. But I didn't mean to. I had one of those moments where I thought it was like green and everybody went to go and they didn't.
George is saying he had to get life lifted out of one because he was in the middle of nowhere on a riverbank. George, what goes on in your world?
I almost turned the Mountaineer into a submarine one time.
Like, what goes on in your world?
Okay, no. So it was during the hurricane that hit NC that one time. What was that one? When I was there. And the creek had flooded, and I didn't realize it was that deep, and it was headlights and up. Made it through though. That Mountaineer made it through.
You were pushing it there.
No, I should have been dead from that one. Oh man, the fact that thing made it through is a fucking miracle. Because, like I said, that water was above the headlights, and it's a Mountaineer, which is not as tall as that, but tall.
He's pointing at a Toyota FJ,
Yeah,
just so people can understand.
maybe about that height. Yeah, it's
And also, maybe to simplify it, a Mountaineer is about a Florida Explorer.
well, yeah, no shit, because the Florida Explorer is just the a different badge label for the name, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like the Mountaineer, the Explorer, and then the
Navigator.
thank you, the Navigator.
Yeah, it goes Mercury, Ford, Lincoln.
And then it's like the town car, the
Grand Marquis.
Grand Marquis, thank you, and then the
Crown Vic.
Crown Vic. There, sorry, okay. Yeah. So, does Chevy do that too?
What?
Because doesn't Chevy have like? Because I know Ford has those 3, but doesn't Chevy also have like Chevy?
Chevy's a GM brand.
Yeah.
So GM has several brands. GM has Chevy, GM has Cadillac, GM has GMC. That was the first one. GMC stands for General Motors Car.
obviously, yeah.
General Motors Company.
No, I meant like, but do they have ones where it's like basically almost the same car, but just what would be like?
Yeah, a few of them. It's usually Buick and Chevy get split.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that will make.
Chevy Cadillac. No,
Okay.
Cadillac, Chevy Buick.
Yeah,
Cadillac,
yeah. Okay, yeah. Right, yeah.
Chevy Buick Cadillac.
You know,
There's also Corvette,
Yeah.
which is kind of its own thing, but it's a Chevy Corvette. So like it's kind of is, kind of isn't its own little thing.
they're their own special little wing in the Chevy factory,
It's like a subgenre.
just like the Dodge Viper.
Yes, the Viper. I'd
Yeah.
say also Dodge. That's a hell of a
Do they
car.
still make those, or do they just kind of give up on them because the?
They stopped it for a while. They kind of just weren't selling well, so they discontinued it for the time being.
Well, no, because I remember they.
Brought it back.
Well, what had happened was the Vipers, when they were made, they wouldn't have like power steering and a lot of other like
Safety features.
safety features, or I guess see quality of life driving controls too in certain cases, depending on who you're talking to. But then they're like Federal made it where like all cars have to have it no matter what, and I figured, oh, maybe they'll either stop selling them or just try and like figure out their own workarounds. So I don't know if they ever had to like they ever fully stop because of that or not.
With the Viper? I mean, so they stopped it in the early 2000s and then they brought it back a couple times. The most recent one, I think they ended in 2021, I think is the year. But we know someone who has a Viper ACR, one of the newer ones.
Who?
Mr. Jimmy.
Okay, yeah. He'd be a guest.
He would be a person, definitely. I don't know if you'd want to do it.
Probably not. However, if we were to get him on, he'd probably be a decent guest once you get him talking.
Mopar.
Oh yeah.
He's a big Mopar guy.
Yeah, it's you just got to get them on the right topic. Everybody, once you get them on the right topic, they're a great guest. You just got them on the right topic.
Mm-hmm.
Like that Pete and Pete episode with the barber when we talked about, I think it was shoes.
The what?
You don't remember Pete and Pete?
I mean, I very loosely remember Pete and Pete.
Lick my nose hair.
There was an episode where it was like an A plot was the older brother, or like the B plot was like
Because
it was
B
like
plot was the younger brother. They were both named Pete, the brothers.
yeah, so they'd each other have like an A plot or B plot thing going on, or they'd have like a shared plot thing going on. And one of the plot lines was the older brother was trying to connect with his barber because his barber like wouldn't talk to people except for like 2 words. And then somebody said that you have to talk about a certain topic, and that gets him spitting. And then it ends with him like he brings up the conversation, and they get so into it that the barber ends up almost doing him bald or whatever because he just kept cutting his hair. But he got like 1 or 2 plot lit. Yeah, so just trying to get whatever.
Thanks for the pizza. That was awesome.
Whatever happened to Pete and Pete?
I think it did like 2 or 3 seasons, then just kind of disappeared.
And whatever happened to the kids from Pete and Pete? Like
The
the
younger
actors.
Pete was Danny Tamborelli, who went on to do all that. And
Yeah, he stuck around for a little bit in the Nickelodeon scene, the younger Pete. The older Pete, I think he did some work here or there. There was the girlfriend for the older Pete character. She, I think, did some movies. There was the parents. I don't know if they went on to do anything. There was like the Artie, the world's strongest man. And the turtle's probably still alive, too. Turtles live forever. And that was a pretty young turtle. So that turtle might be a character actor somewhere right now.
That turtle might be a
Superfan
character.
George says, D hit a blinker with me.
Sure.
I'm assuming that is a marijuana reference.
Marijuana is the bomb.
It's something, all right. There you go, George.
Some say you don't go up, you don't get up. I disagree.
This cart wasn't hitting very well.
That's the difference.
And then the problem was I just had to turn up the temperature, which I don't like to do because I like to make it last long. But if it's hitting like ass and not gonna I may as well just turn up the temperature.
They're showing these yet? These are my new ones, packs.
I think you show me it.
Yeah, they're good. They're all live resin, and then the live rosin ones are more pricey, but they're better. I bought the live rosin one by accident once because I snuck over to Planet Nug on a 30-minute break once on my job because I found out that if I hustled my ass down the 495, I can make it there and back in 30 minutes, like maybe 35 minutes. And I did, and I got my shit because I was in a rush to get my shit. I got the live rosin one by accident. I ended up spending like an extra $20 on it. It pissed me off at the time, but at the same time, I'm like, well, at least I know it's gonna be good because it hit better already. I lost it the next fucking day at a hibachi restaurant. Exactly.
Nah, it's just
that sent me back because I just paid off like a ticket and like two and like my insurance and my
It's a
rent.
fucking why? That shit's so expensive.
It was for my brother-in-law's birthday.
Okay,
Being paid for by my in-laws. It was great though.
that works. Yeah, okay, never mind. That was somebody else paid for. Okay,
Get the filet mignon with shrimp.
No. You get the filet mignon with chicken. You never get the most expensive thing because that's rude.
No, because her dad were getting the same thing. So he didn't give a shit. I'm like, yep.
At least that's the rule I was taught. Never order the most expensive shit when somebody else is paying.
Yep.
Unless they explicitly tell you to.
Yep.
I was told to order whatever I want, so I did.
Yep.
Some people, when they say that, they'll prefer you do the slightly more expensive thing because they're trying to just test your character type bullshit. But, you know, real life's not a fucking movie.
Yeah, I'm. If given the opportunity, I tend to go towards the cheaper thing.
So, like, here's my thing.
I'm definitely not a. Yeah, let's order a fillet. Like,
If
like my guy, why are you making? I'm ordering a $20 hamburger. Why are you ordering a $60 steak? Like,
my question is why do people feel the need to do silly movie style fucking character judgment shit like that?
It's all the movie ones. That is so much human behavior. I saw it in the work of in a work once.
You know what I gotta say is probably it's a weird thought I'll throw away. Jackson will start rolling his eyes at me and go, I was gonna say, you know, it's a weird problem we have that be fixing a lot more things. People need to get their fucking adult voice back, man. Like,
what?
no, okay. Like, people, like you need to get your fucking adult voice back. Like, when dealing with shit, man. Like, when it comes to Karen, you're like, got a Karen bothering you or some shit like that, and you just gotta be like, fuck, like, you gotta just, you don't have to, like, scream and shout, but you just gotta put a little fucking and be like, stop it, bitch. Just done. Just shut it. Like, you gotta shut, like, it's with the kids and, like, fucking teenagers and shit. You know how, like, you don't even have to, like, fucking, like, how many times I just go, enough with the fucking,
Kids.
or even, or some, dude, even kids in the wild that are causing problems, I'll just simply just be like, enough. And they'll all just snap at a fucking tension. It's fucking crazy. Did that once in a restaurant with a bunch of kids who were being unruly. They're like a few tables over and they're like, I just, like, right in the like, enough. And they all just, oh shit. And they started settling down and were a lot more ruly after that. Like,
yeah, because they knew they were being watched and they were being told to come correct.
Yeah, like, you just gotta, like,
act like you're in public, and that's when a lot of teenagers
not
don't
even like
realize.
act like you're in public. You gotta act like you just in charge. Just put a little bit of in chargeness. Yeah, have your maturity, man. That's the problem. Like, nobody's got that anymore. Our fucking politicians, our fucking celebrities, like are fucking like the people in the media and shit. Like that's what everything's going. Like it's not because that's the thing. Like fucking, it's not because he's fucking incompetent or has dementia. It's because Sleepyhead doesn't have a fucking adult voice. Like he just, yeah, he's
yes man near him.
yeah, but like, oh no, what's up? I don't know, just a weird thought I had for a moment there. I don't know, but you get what I'm saying though with that shit, right?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. I don't know. Chat, do you understand what I'm saying? Jackson don't care. He checked out of this.
Yep.
You good over there?
Yep.
Well, you're talking to somebody. I mean, I don't give a shit. It's your own business, but
Yeah, I'm good.
just
Let's see what Superfan George says.
Does your mystery person you're talking
$20 for a burger. I'd slap them. Too many people argue with the kids. I don't negotiate with terrorists. I'm sorry, but Doge got me feeling like Ron Swanson. Just to read it off because I don't want to put them up on the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Slash it. Good old Superfan George.
Okay, so I don't get like the problem with slashing is it's not the problem. It's like slashing the budgets and whatever, and taking care of the budgets is one thing. Is firing everybody involved with it too is the biggest problem because those are the people who needed that shit to get like sure get rid of some of them, but at the end of the day, that's not going to save you money because you're going to have to either replace these people or it's going to be all fucked, and that's just going to cost more money because it's fucked. So like the biggest mistake is firing all these people at once, just outright. Like no, if you're going to like cut the budgets, that's one thing, but don't fire the people. Keep them around until you realize whether or not you need them. Don't just get rid of them all at once. That's what's going to be the biggest issue at the end of the day, not the fucking cutting the budget shit. At least domestically. I give a fuck less about what goes on with our foreign affairs anymore.
They're always a little.
I'm not wrong.
They're always a little fucky our foreign affairs. Let's get just
Like,
honest.
Whatever. Save the money by cutting. Like, I mean, yeah, we're losing a bunch of soft power globally, but at this point, what's that going to do for us anyway? It's not like they could fucking touch us. So, like, the big problem is you're losing a lot of soft power at home. You need to keep the soft power. You don't do the jackboot bullshit. Like
the soft powers are the real powers.
Yeah, no. Here's the thing: if he wants to actually make this successful and not like cause a bunch of unnecessary violence, what you want to do is keep the three basic fucking safety nets we have: SNAP, Social Security, and Medicaid. If anything, expand those out because and then keep those. Just rename them. Call Medicaid Advanced Care. There you go. You can have that one for free. It's a JD Vance thing. Call it Advanced Care. Call SNAP. Call SNAP Donald's. Have some guy make a fucking whole thing about Donald's in an acronym, and then have the whole fucking sub-arc where you sue McDonald's for the name, and then you take over and you make McDonald's a government entity, or you make it private for yourself because I know you love McDonald's anyway, Trump. There you go. Turn SNAP into Donald's.
I love the Lewis Black energy you're just giving off right now.
Think about it, though. I'm sure you could come up with some Muskade or some bullshit for fucking whatever, for Social Security or whatever bullshit. You can make a name for it, or Trump Aid, or Trump Net for whatever, or Trump Retirement. But keep those three things and like just stop firing people and cut back on the jackboot shit. And like you can have it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about the money. Take the money and run. Have it. Just don't fucking make me think that I want to get black bag for saying I didn't vote for this shit. Because I'm thinking I'm going to get fucking black bag for saying I didn't vote for this shit. Just stop with that nonsense. You can have the money and run. Fuck off. I don't care. Also, you don't need a whole fucking task force for Christian problems because Christians are the biggest fucking influential force in this goddamn country. And if you think that you're being persecuted, you're a fucking snowflake.
A special one, too.
There.
Special snowflake.
There. I just gave you the best advice fucking possible for this, guys. I know you're watching. So instead of maybe saying that you're going to fucking persecute journalists for being anti-Trump, We cut back that jackboot bullshit and say, okay, you know what? You could say you're anti-Trump, but at the end of the day, we still won and took all the fucking money. Jesus fucking Christ, you won. Just take the money and run. You don't need to fucking kill people and have people die over this shit now. Oh, Jesus Christ. Woo. Anyway, where was I?
On a soapbox.
I
It's a
mean,
good speech,
to
dude.
be fair though, the U.S. government is the biggest mafia racket. Bringing it around.
Let me tell you something about the government. If you're rich, the government will protect every buck you make and every shit you take. And if you're poor, you get buckets.
I was gonna say it's more like, you know, you give them money, they give you protection, which is what the mafia does.
Alleged protection at that. At this point, you know.
Yeah. Actually, well, wait, is that a movie franchise or just a comic where like everybody's a mob, or is that a? Because I know there's like the Crime Lords universe where they're all, but like, or am I thinking of a Marvel one where everybody's like a mob, like it's like everybody's paid like a
Star
mob.
Trek. Thinking of Star Trek. There's a Star Trek episode like that.
Really?
Planet that intercepted old mafia movies.
Okay.
They operate like that.
I could have sworn that it also became like a little like one of those like Elseworld or What If comic type things for them. Do you know the Marvel side? For the life of me, I can't think of there was one of the D. I mean, because I know there's like a whole bunch of DC spinoffs where it's like, you know, pirates, cowboys, and stuff. Am I thinking of like the Spider-Man Noir universe?
Maybe. I don't know.
You checked out when I started doing my soapbox thing. I know.
Yep.
We both did a little bit, but I was still listening because you were on a nice tangent.
I was on a roll there.
You're on a nice Lewis Black roll for a while. You sound like Lewis Black. And
I wasn't screaming, but okay.
No, you were gesticulating, and I can feel your anger, and you're going on this rant.
Sometimes I get like that.
Did you ever see Accepted?
Is that the one with the where they make a fake
South
college?
Harmon Institute
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
Technology.
Oh, that's a good
Lewis
one.
Black is their dean because he
He's-
used to be a college professor, so he's their fake dean.
Yeah, and then he tries to like sue them or some shit to like take it to get the money or something.
No, he tries to. That's the dean of the real college because he's trying to get their land.
Oh, right, okay.
During the accreditation, he argues with the dean of the real college, and the dean of the real college at one point denounced him and say, "This man is no longer a real academic. He has not been a member of academia for 20 years. I used to serve on the faculty with him at this college when we were in our 30s." He's like, "This man is Looney Tunes." He's like, "Hey, buddy, I remember you too. You can shove your PhD up your ass."
See, I just remember that because ask me about my wiener.
I remember that too. I remember he got frustrated after his friends like busted his balls about it, and he says to some guy, "Ask me about my wiener." The guy starts running away from him, and he chases him. "Yo, ask me about my wiener."
And I think it was supposed to be like a frat pledge thing, right?
It was.
Yeah,
Ask me about my wiener. And they made him dress like a sperm cell, and they
I don't remember the sperm cell.
That was earlier, and that was at the party. And his name was Sherman, so they started just calling him Sperman.
Right.
So Sperman.
That's still like I
Oh, that was clever. I haven't heard that all day, sir.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm blowing shit up with my mind.
Yeah.
I remember he does it.
He blows up the.
I remember when he first moves to pineapple, he's like, he's like, "I'm not just on drugs." He starts going through his mind. "Oh, that's not just the dope, okay."
Yeah, that one's not that bad. You know what's another one of the similar genre that was also.
Yo, the slutty broads.
No, I was about to say Old School.
Yo, that's a good one too. But they make a frat that just like no one from college actually goes.
You're our boy, Blue.
Exactly, Blue, the old man. Blue, are you sure you want to do this? It's the mud wrestling. Blue, you sure you want to do this? Are you sure? I'm asking because you're my boy, Blue.
I still. Oh no! When they go to throw the. They'll throw the ropes, the bricks with the thing attached to their thongs, and the one ends up through in the manhole, so he falls off the. Doesn't what's his name show up as like the animal wrangler, and he shoots himself with the fucking with a trank dart?
That reminds me of. I don't remember what the name of the movie is. There's been some kid like he used to get bullied in like the '60s when he was a kid, and he grows up. He moves away to Oakland. And he grows up and he comes back in the '90s with his own kid as a teacher. It turns out his old bully, who he got sent to juvie, he's the shop teacher at the school. And it turns out one of their old friends, like their old mutual friends, he was a pyromaniac when they were kids. He smoked. He lit everything on fire. He is now the fire marshal, and he talks about fire prevention. And for fun, he fucking sets himself on fire in the fireproof suit just to have the kids watch him be on fire.
Wait, no, I might be thinking of. No, I might be thinking
That
of the movie
reminds
where
me
it's
of-
like the. I think it's like the teacher. He's like a burn. He's got like a bunch of burn scars or something like that because his dad was abusive, and he ends up like becoming friends with like this kid who's being abused by his stepdad or whatever.
No, I think you're talking about another one. I think you're talking about Sling Blade, where like he kills.
No, that's another different movie entirely. Also, that's because I know what you're talking about. That this one doesn't have Billy Bob Thornton in it. It's oh man, who was the fucking teacher with the burns? Yeah, and it turns out it was like his own stepdad who like threw boiling water or shit on something on him, or lit him on fire. I think with the cig. Like, man, what the fuck was that? But because it's a similar concept to the one you're talking about. It's in like that radio flyer genre of movies. If you understand what I'm saying.
About, yeah.
You get what I'm saying with that one over there?
When the fuck did we get ice cream?
Yo, the ringer.
Yeah.
When the fuck did we get ice cream?
And fucking Johnny knocks on the back.
Did
Absolutely.
you get
losing.
ice cream? I didn't get ice cream.
No. The best line to me is still, "You squat
My
CD.
CD.
Squatch."
You picked up my CD in
And
broad
squeezed
daylight
it
and he
and
scratched it. Yo, I just watched that the other day while I was on the computer doing something. I just listened to it, just cracking my ass up.
Wait, the 3-finger stabby. We say the stabby
Goodbye.
goodbye.
Stabby 3, not the hugger.
He makes the foam finger for him when he's racing. Stabby misses you or some shit on it.
When when all the athletes decide to help Johnny Knoxville rig the Special Olympics
Because they hate the one guy who always keeps winning.
I love how they say it. I love how they reveal that they are more adult than they present themselves to be.
Right? Yeah.
Jimmy's a prick. Oh
Jimmy's
my
a
God.
prick.
Jimmy's a prick. I remember like he got that big head ever since he got all those TV appearances. And the last one they mentioned is according to Jim, one of them was like, "Hey, stop! That one was a good episode, all right? That was a good episode, all right."
Sorry, Jackson was about to say something.
No, it wasn't.
I heard you say something.
Nope.
Whatever. No, the Ringer's a good one, yeah. Seriously,
You want to bet on the Special Olympics? You're sick. You need help. Before you get help, I'll take your house. Because he bets his house. I'll take your house.
The fun thing is, though, he just bets against Jimmy, so he wins anyway. Smart.
Remember when Johnny Knoxville goes to confession and tells the priest what's going on? And the priest
so the
whoops
priest
his ass?
starts kicking his ass in the confessional.
I love how later you see the priest go to Uncle Gary's
Yes,
bookie.
fucking
I look
start-
for $1,000 on Jimmy. Are you sure about that? Yes, I am. All right, thank you, Father. That's not Jeffy. You sure about that?
Betting on this, it's a priest. Even worse is the priest betting on the Special Olympics.
Who whooped his ass? He thought about it later. He's like, no.
Seriously, do the people in chat get what I was saying though with the radio flyer movie thing, movie genre reference? Also, they happen in the movie that we were talking about, like,
Yo,
because it's two movies. I'm trying to figure out the name to now. His and mine.
I know what you mean.
But like, I know the movie that like I know, and then I'm pretty sure I've seen your movie too at some point. I'm just because mine was the teacher and the family was white. Was yours? Were they black? Or?
They were all white.
Okay.
Like I said, like the kid that turned out to be a shop teacher when they got older, he was a bully to the other kid, and a moon rock came to town because it was from the moon landing, and turns out the bully stole it, and the only one that knew was his victim, the kid, and the kid ratted him out immediately, and that's why he went to juvie. And he spends the whole movie worried this guy's gonna get revenge on him, and the guy does think about it several fucking times. But that's why I remember the most. One of their mutual friends. Bless you. One of their mutual friends when they were kids. He was a fucking pyromaniac, and when they come back to town, he is like the fire chief or some shit.
See, yeah, no, but because what made me was the fire thing. Because again, I'm thinking of like the teachers, like
No, that was just like a joke. Like that he used to start fires for fun as a kid. Now, as an adult, as a profession, he puts them out.
Do you know Radio Flyer though? The movie?
It's just radio.
Yeah, radio.
No, not Radio. Radio Flyer.
No, I don't.
Radio is the one with the.
Cuba June and Gertie.
Yes.
No, Radio Flyer is the one about the two brothers that are being abused. So they make the homemade plane out of their cart to try and escape.
Possibly.
Yes, and the
Secondhand Lion.
that was not
Secondhand
bad.
Line's
That's not that
different.
genre,
That's not
but
bad. Not bad at all.
Completely different genre film, but not. Yeah, that's a good movie.
Here's the thing: I laughed my butt off because I read that there's a deleted scene where it turns out that the brother played by Michael Caine, he sends letters to different traveling salesmen to get them to come to the house, so they have people to shoot at, so the other brother doesn't get bored or lonely. And the kid's like, "Why do you do that?" I'm saying, "Uncle Herb, don't get lonely or bored now. Don't want to see that." So you said letters to salesmen that you don't have interest in to shoot at them? Yeah, they're salesmen. He says it so casually. Yeah, they're salesmen.
I like the one salesman who comes over finally with the smart product and brings the
seeds.
No, the
skeet shooter.
Skeet shooter, yeah.
The brothers McCann.
Well, I guess now we got ourselves a new target.
Pull.
Skeet shooting's fun. I haven't done that in a while.
Yes, sir.
I don't even think you've ever fired a gun. Not you. You.
Yeah, no.
Oh. Maybe we'll fix
your baby.
Maybe we'll fix that. I only
Nah.
got 50 rounds. I don't know. If I go get another box. Well, it's my gun. I could do as I please. If I want to have see Keenan shoot it, it would be hilarious.
He can fix himself.
Yes, I can.
Maybe I'll have him pay for the ammunition.
Honestly, you know what? The way that he said that, I don't believe that he can fix himself.
No, not in the slightest.
You know what I believe the Spradlin brothers on either side of me can go fuck themselves.
It's not big enough.
Fuck themselves.
It's not big enough.
I got a wife to do
Yours?
that for me.
She fucks you?
I'd hope so.
Are you saying you've been pegged?
No.
You don't fuck her. She fucks you is what you're saying.
See, I left the wording ambiguous, but now you're on purpose to mess with you, and now you're also God damn, I hate when you do that shit.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
See, usually
Please do lie.
No,
You
see,
don't
usually
knock
when I
it.
do, see, usually when I say shit like that, like ambiguous, but also it throws him off his game. But sometimes it doesn't. So when it doesn't, it's like he's like, ah, fuck. But usually when I say shit like that, it usually throws him off his game.
I'm sorry. You threw off the Emperor's Groove.
Oh, I'm
You
sorry.
You throw off the Emperor's Groove.
That's a great movie.
I love at the end when he apologized to the old man. The old man's like, "Hey, you think that's the first palace window I've been tossed out of?" I'm like, "Yo,
Threw off my groove.
you threw off my groove." Let me
Don't
guess.
tell me
We're about to go off a cliff into a huge waterfall.
about Big Scary Waterfall.
Mhm.
Don't
Yeah.
Ross probably shot Ross to the bottom.
Probably.
Bring it on.
Just like the don't give a fuck in his voice, like, bring it on.
Bring it.
Just like, don't care anymore. Come on, let's go.
Woo-wee!
No, by all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
You do a good, pretty good.
Crunk.
Yeah. It's all
Pull the lever, Crunk.
wrong lever. Oh yeah, it's all coming.
And I said the exact amount of lines that I needed to for that.
I loved Crunk's shoulder angel and shoulder devil.
No, he's got a point. Didn't they also like one of them also have their own little personal angel shoulder devils? Yeah. No, he's got a point.
Do you remember Peter's angel and shoulder devil in Family Guy? Only the devil showed up, so I don't listen to the devil.
Oh, where's
Like,
the
what
other
happened
guy?
to the angels? It's
Stuck
the end
in
of the
traffic.
traffic. Oh, this is a freaking nightmare. He fills his coffee himself. Oh, great.
He shows up a little while later. Did I make it? Nah. Fuck.
One of my personal favorites is the Fresh Prince, where he gets two shoulder devils instead of shoulder angel and shoulder
Is the
devil.
I think it's Fresh Prince though.
It's the Jaguar, Uncle Phil's Jaguar's like, the keys to the Jag are there. You can take it. And then he looks at his other shoulder. The devil comes up against it. What are you, idiot? Take the damn keys.
See, no, because they redid the Fresh Prince as like a more serious.
Yeah, I've seen it. Not seen it.
Is that still going on?
I don't know.
Because okay, the only reason it was a running joke with me when I first found out about it that the only way I'd watch it is if they were to green screen Will Smith into the background of every sequence. Just not like in various characters and situations from all across this film. It could be whatever. They could be out in the middle of like doing basketball, and then like in the middle distance, you just see him from fucking Independence Day dragging the fucking like just superimposed like
Dragging
in
the
the back,
alien,
yeah,
yelling
dragging
about
the
how
alien.
he's supposed to go to a barbecue.
Yeah, just that like kind of superimposed in the background of the scene while they're playing basketball or some shit. Like, is that Will Smith just dragging the alien in the background of the scene? Or like they're at a club and then you just see him just kind of like bopping his head in the background of the characters. Like, just superimpose him into every scene you can would be my bit if I was running that show. Even if it's completely 100, like the whole show is 100% serious. Keep the whole show the same way, but just do that in the background. You would have made the show perfect. Like everybody would watch that because it would be that plus that one comedic joke in the background that you have to find every time. You're like, okay, it would have sold. It would have, that show would still like be doing great right now if you would do some bitch shit like that. I'm sorry. Free marketing advice for whoever tries to do that shit again.
That's it. Don't be sorry, Dave.
Yeah, don't be sorry. Be better.
Jackson, you should be sorry.
Look, you know my thing is coming up with ridiculous ideas that I think may or may not work.
You know what I call that, D? America.
Anyway, but yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, if you know, it's another
I think
free
we
idea.
lost George.
Aw,
Haven't heard from him in a while.
he kind of checked out when I started talking about the jackboot stuff, I guess. Probably because he's a fan.
No, we were.
It's a joke.
He was there for like old school in the ringer and shit like that.
Oh, really? Why? What are they commenting for that type of
Oh,
stuff?
just like so funny. LOL.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Just
The Ringer's good, though. What's another one from, like,
Look, Jeffy, I've seen bad acting in pornos.
No, okay, no. Okay, so it's crazy about that. So people with that, with mental handicaps like that, though, crazy enough, like they'll either go one of two ways. They'll either be almost completely asexual, or they will be the most deviant guys with that. Like it's one of two, like the most deviant gooner type stuff. Like they won't be like they can't control themselves. Like it's crazy because they're either completely neutral with that stuff or all because. And I know some of them who are like that. You know who I'm talking about. And like, dude, it's fucking crazy with them. When, especially if you accidentally get them into it. Like, they're like, what the fuck did I accidentally just unleash?
you're talking about one of the brothers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because remember how he like had this whole thing about how he had like a whole DVD collection or some shit from the Asian guy in the minivan? Which another Levittown place all-star that you know, but
yeah.
I'm sure every town has one of them though, thinking about it now.
Yep.
But he got pissed because his dad threw out like his whole collection and found it. So he had to start trying to find the guy again to getting more DVDs. And that's why he wasn't upset when his father passed away a couple years later. One of the reasons. Because I remember he's like, yeah, I don't give much fuck. He threw out all my DVDs. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, yeah, forgot about that.
Yep.
Is he still going? Yeah, he's
I don't
definitely
know.
still going, but like,
Probably.
we want to talk about some government wasteful spending. That's if we ever do a history of our lore stuff thing.
Nope.
Whatever.
Never gonna happen.
Now that it's getting a little bit warmer and we have somebody who's willing to have an editor for us, you can maybe possibly get that found footage bits in. I don't know if you'd
George is still volunteering your wife.
you know, we'll pay her for it if she wants. You don't have to volunteer.
What's this wheel?
I will get the money if I have to. I know where to get money from.
Uh-huh.
Look, I have had to take care of getting. I was churning tricks once for ice cream. Long story.
No, that
Illusions.
You know that,
It's turning illusions for ice cream.
you know what that
Oh,
reminds me
man.
of? Golden Age Family Guy cutaway.
Mhm.
Moose on the side of the road holding a sign. Moose stuff for money.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
Cordova?
yeah.
What do you mean by moose stuff? He's like, just help me out. I'm trying to get that to eat. Moose stuff is like, I can go to the stream over there and I can drink from it. Yeah, it's pretty moosey. Or I can get in that car and suck your dick,
You're paraphrasing the shit out of the lines, I think, and your delivery is way off. But yeah, I get it. I remember that shit. Oh no, yeah, no. It was a running joke after my first kid, because my ex-wife ate so much fucking ice cream when she was pregnant with him that I was like, you had to fucking turn tricks to get you that ice cream. Yeah, she ate a fucking lot of ice cream when she was pregnant. Jesus Christ. Ugh.
That was her shit when she was pregnant.
Hmm?
That was her shit when she was pregnant.
They all got something when they're pregnant usually.
Oh, we got about 5 minutes left. Anything to finish up tonight?
I mean, bring back the like, share, comment, subscribe stuff. 500 Born Up channel.
750 Sprite Boy. Thanks, Pat. 1,000. 2 people are getting married.
1001 Lego Humvee.
Thank you, John.
Yep.
2,500 Superfan Charles Nipple Tattoo Assassin's Creed.
Yep.
2,500 also. Superfan George is
Sword.
getting us a Edo period sword. Thank you, George. 10K.
We got the knife.
Neck knife.
Yep, neck knife version of this bad boy here.
Neck knife giveaway.
Neck knife. Neck cutter.
Your
neck? That's a good song.
Million.
1 million. We go to Joe Rogan's house. We steal a sword. We kidnap him. Bring him on the episode. Have fun. Do some ketamine.
Nope.
I just like saying that.
I mean, I'll force feed him the ketamine and then I'll bring him here. Y'all had nothing to do with it.
Also, nope.
I
Loopholes.
was just doing ketamine with Joe Rogan. I mean, it was drugs. He came into my apartment willingly. He'll back me up.
I mean, apparently it's the key to success. So
What else were we gonna give him in addition to the ketamine?
Probably $5.
Yeah.
No, I meant drug wise.
I don't know. Oh, the toads. Yeah, I said we'll lick toads instead. Right?
Like toads, man.
We'll lick toads instead. Right. Yeah.
The toads.
Uh,
Trace, why did I find this toad in your shoe? It's not mine, I swear.
was riding the frog.
The toad.
Well, I think that's our. Oh, and if we could get to 300, maybe we'll do like a pilot episode through the looking ass thing. Just do the Vanna White one and just we get it done. See how we like it. I don't know. We got the time of day. We'll see what happens at 300. So this was about mafia movie.
It devolved quickly.
Well, it's a live stream, so that's just how the bit goes.
I
mean,
life.
If we were to do a bit more serious version of this, like an actual recorded episode, I do have some fun, like intro, outro stuff we could do. Really wish you went with the hand type joke, but no.
Yep.
Maybe if we do an actual recorded episode, we'll start with that bit instead.
But I would get nuts if you try to get my hands and bag me.
Yeah, just have your hands and then put a bag over your head, and then
Before
when we start,
I'll get you the nuts.
when we start the episode, we pull the bag off your head. It's a bit. And then when we end the episode, we throw the bag over your head. We throw you in Jackson's trunk.
I love how you want to kidnap me.
Yeah, that's the bit.
Why do you want to kidnap me then, D?
It's the bit for the intro and outro of the episode.
Well, you said like you're gonna chuck me in Jackson's car. Like what? Drive off of me?
I mean, obviously we cut after we close the trunk and shit, and then
You
No,
worried
we
me for a minute. I thought you was gonna like.
no, we're
human
not
traffic
actually
me.
going to. No, if anything, well, the next bit will be we go over to like say we're you go to Ocean Ave, not Ocean Ave, Ocean Parkway, and we do a bit of of us pretending to throw you over the
Water.
into the water. Yeah, that would obviously be where that bit would go.
But that's not a bit. That's happening.
Yeah, we'll just take it and throw you in the water.
I love how you just admitted that. You know.
To be fair, though, it would be an
live.
improvement because you smell. Anyway,
He needs a bath.
and then as like an intro bit, it would be me and Jackson, just kind of doing some driving around B-roll footage, and then just cut it to woke up this morning.
Got yourself cut.
Yeah, so it implies that we're driving around all day with you in the trunk. We pull you out for the episode, we throw you back into the trunk, and then we throw you into the water. That will be the whole bit of the episode, intro, outro.
Smarter than dumping me in the Pine Barrens.
I'm not going out to Jersey for a bit.
And B, we know how that's gonna end.
Yeah, you'll get deceived by the devil.
No, Valerie just won't die.
That was What We Do in the Shadows reference. Sorry. Anyway, but I don't know. I think it would have been a fun.
Make that to Allie. That's more her show.
I gotta get around to watching it. Anyway, I just keep seeing clips of it. It looks fun, and I'm a vampire guy, so whatever. Anyway, but
Good night, people.
yeah. Good night, people.
Good night, people.
Yeah, no. So that.